Honey, this is baby compared to what I eat.
This is baby stuff? Have I eaten spicy like this before?
Oh my god. Yes.
Really?
This is not spicy. What are you talking about? God. You see my spicy what I
Okay,
eat
just
in
keep
the south?
eating and be quiet. Hair's falling in your food.
Oh my god. People should make it not real.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're gonna have a bite.
You eat this before, this kind of spicy, honey.
Well, I just had a little bit of the liquid. And
It's not.
go. I feel bad for her, I really do. Yeah, wait until it kicks. You gotta eat it fast though, and that'll lessen the spice a little bit.
Same thing.
Baby?
I don't think it's
This is like baby?
and the flavor is not the same. The another one is better.
The other one tastes better.
I think it's not enough.
Well, here we are. We are live. Yes, we are. And today should have a wonderful, wonderful show. We've got Mr. Chucky checking in with us today. We should also have Patty and Bob checking in with us so we can see what's going on. Right now, the big news in Thailand is the TV actress Nita Tangmo Pacharawirapong. She's known as Tangmo. She was found floating in the Chao Phraya River. I guess she fell off of a speedboat, which is very sad. But I remember this actress, and I think she's still young. She's 37, and she was the subject of a big search, and finally they found her, and unfortunately she was in the river. So that river is quite dangerous because of the currents, which you got to think about. It's something to think about, and most people don't have all that much experience on that river. And this guy, I guess he wasn't a licensed captain. He wasn't licensed to be running that boat. I don't know what the deal was exactly, but that's what I've seen so far. So that's the big news. The other big news is that, as we said earlier this week, the second test in Thailand, the fifth day test, now instead of that being a PCR test, it is a rapid antigen test. So not a whole lot going on here, but that's supposed to happen March 1st, and that should help at least a little bit. But I can tell you that from what I've seen, the number of tourists here are still relatively few. Good morning, Johnny Siam. Good morning, Cats. Good morning, everybody. Sawatdee Kop. Yeah, we're gonna talk about a number of things today. We're gonna talk about Thailand, what's happening, and all that stuff, like we always do. We're also going to be talking about Thailand and how it may be your answer. I like to say that if you got big problems back home, Thailand's not going to solve all your problems. The only exception might be some of your social problems. If you're a halfway decent guy and you come over here, maybe some of those can be rectified with a little cash and with a decent persona, decent demeanor. But we'll talk about that in a little while, and also basically about living outside of the bubble, which when you come over here, you don't realize it, but you are effectively outside of the bubble once you decide to live here, and it may take a little while. And I always use Jono as an example, but I told him in the beginning, I said, listen, a lot of your friends back home, they're going to go by the wayside. And I mean, I've got friends that I've been friends with for 40 years, 30 years, those are still my friends. But the friends that you didn't really interact with and that kind of thing, they're not going to be. They're going to drop. They're going to drop off the map. You're not going to feel like you need to be calling them, and uh, and so when you come over here, that's in one sense, in one way. Wow, in search of the new coconut girl. Thank you very much, Johnny. You guys, you Aussies with the coconut girl. Now I feel obligated. It'll probably be later this week when I'm down in that area because thank you very much, Choke D Johnny. Because tomorrow, I'm not sure if it's tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is my wife's birthday. And so that's why I put the little video up at the beginning. And so tomorrow I'm going to spend most of the day with her. She's like most people when they get a little bit older. They don't really think of their birthday or Christmas in the same way as when they were very young. But we will be getting her a cake whether she likes it or not. And then I may go with Nicholas to his apartment, spend the night with him, and Tuesday I may be streaming from Future Park. So we'll see what happens with that. I went to Future Park a long time ago when it was right after they opened. I'm not sure. I can't even remember. It's been so long, but it's quite a ways away. It's a little more than 2 hours away. But if I spend the night at his pad, then it'll be a little bit easier for me to get to, and so I'm looking forward to that. Basically, I need to see when he's going to leave, if he really wants me there, what he's got to do on Tuesday morning, and I'll take it from there. But yeah, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Dallo, Gennaro, and everybody else who's watching. So that's what's going on. Are you going to have tasty pork for breakfast? Tasty what? What did I just put pork up there in a no? No, I'm not going to have tasty pork for breakfast. Um, I had I had well, actually it's Nicholas who makes the espresso, but I made it this morning for myself. I already had it. I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, had my espresso, made another one, got it ready, and a few minutes before I came on here, made another one. So there you go. Well, what was I saying here? Let's see. Oh, tasty pork. No, I'm not really. I did get some pork sausage, which Thailand. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a hassle to get some good sausage here. You can get some at some German places and Italian places, stuff like that. But just like right around the area here, it's not so easy. Uh, However, in the grocery, they've been selling this. They've been selling this particular sausage. I don't remember the name of the brand or anything, but they've been selling it for a while, and they got good stuff. I mean, they got all kinds of different sausage, and then all of a sudden it disappeared, and it wasn't sold for like 3 months. I don't know if they were out of stock or what the deal was, but now that stuff is back in stock, and so I just bought some, and I made an omelet yesterday with some sausage in it, which I haven't done in a long time. I've been eating vegetable omelets, which is fine, but I just wanted some sausage, so I had some yesterday. So there we go. All right, so let me without further ado, I'm going to bring Chucky in, the one and only Chucky. Now, Chucky had to go back home. Let me give you the background here. Contrary to what some people may believe, I didn't scare him away. I didn't, ruin his princely image of me. Nothing like that happened. He had to go back home because someone he knows passed away. Okay. And so he went back there for a funeral, and he didn't want to come all the way back here right afterwards. Chucky's a busy guy. He's running around doing some stuff, got things to do. But that's why he went back. And now here he is live from Hollywood, California, the one and only Chucky.
Hey,
Hey.
Scotty.
There's a problem with the Wi-Fi. For more info, take a look at
Sorry
the
about that.
associated with this HomePod.
What is it with you guys? I get on with Patty Bob yesterday. He's like, let's double check with the software before we go online. I said, okay, sounds good. And the thing is that none of the microphones he had didn't work. So he's talking to me. I'm going, I can't hear you. I can't. And he's like, what? It's your sister. Did you do this? I'm like, it's you. And it was him. It turned out that it was him. So yeah, but at least yours is working.
Yeah.
Chucky, the troll victim. Oh, that's funny.
What? Yeah.
Chucky, the troll victim. You're funny. Oh yeah. I don't even know what to say about that. I'm laughing. I'm banned from Starbucks. Yeah, I'm banned from Starbucks. I'm harassing the girls there.
He's banned from every Starbucks in the world.
Wouldn't that be something?
Except he can go to the Starbucks in Castro in San Francisco.
That's all right.
Because he fits in with the other daddy bears.
Oh God! All right, let's proceed. Chucky, you've been to. You were here. What'd you think about it? What was your take on everything? And what's your take on it now with what's going on? And they just eliminated the 5th day PCR test in exchange for the rapid antigen test.
But
which,
on that 5th
by the way, my son has to take a rapid antigen test to go to school every single week. So that's Alex. But yeah, I'm talking about. I don't know if you know this, but it was, the PCR obviously, and you had to have a hotel room. Now you don't have to have one of their hotel rooms, and you can take a rapid antigen. So that is a step in the right direction. However, what they're saying, they originally had said, the government, when I say they, it's always about them versus us. Because they never seem to be on our side. They say it's for safety reasons, but personally, I think at this point it's a lot more than that. And I don't believe a freaking word anyone says in the government now. I've lost faith in governments. But they're saying that in 4 months this will be endemic, and that means all the restrictions will go away. And they've got this emergency decree. Once that goes by the wayside, then I'm a believer. And that would be great. That'd be fantastic. It's only 4 months. They said originally at the end of the year. Now that's midway through the year, so that's really good. And this is right around when I said I thought it was going to happen. I'm just lucky. It's not like I really knew anything, but maybe I got some crystal ball that has fabulous insight. But I think I got lucky because I said around between April and the middle of the year, things were going to get a lot better. And so now it looks like they are. Yeah, Chubby Nick Nolte. There we are. Carlos, how you going? What's happening? How you doing?
Hey, Carlos.
All right, we got another guy here. And he goes by the name Mr. Patia. Patia Bob, that is. So let's see if he's got his act together now. And his microphone is working. And everything is copacetic. Here he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
And look at his view. Wow, look at I love your view.
Let's focus on Patia Bob.
Just make sure you don't get too close to that edge when you have a girl in your condo.
Do it this way. Somehow,
as long as she doesn't get attached to my assets, I'm fine.
Somehow I don't think Patia Bob's gonna be bending her over the railway there and the railing there and doing all kinds of lovely things with her.
Why not? Been there, done that.
I'm not saying you haven't, but I think now it's a little bit of a physical limitation thing. There may be some limitations. There's always ways around it, but you know what I'm getting at.
We're getting just have to use 2 canes.
Yeah. All right. So I'm wondering what you think about what's going on out there in Patia, because I only hear what I hear. and it's not always the straight scoop. So I want the Patty Bob scoop.
Well, I'll tell you, I've been looking around, and depend on what day you go out, you can see people out there. There's always somebody at Tree Town. Oh man, that place is lively. No matter what you do, you can't kill
That's
Tree
the one
Town.
place that's
Yeah,
always
and
busy.
all of
Yeah.
Soy Bacao. I mean, if you guys want, I could just take this on the road and drive down there. It's even busy now. It's amazing. But
Up to you.
yeah,
Everything
well,
up to you.
yeah, why not? I haven't been out of the house in 3 days, so might as
Oh,
well. Yeah,
well,
we get
go
good
for
food
it.
deliveries, so
Go for it then. I went out yesterday. I don't think I'm going to go anywhere today, and then tomorrow, like I said earlier, I may be going with my son later in the afternoon after we have our little birthday celebration, and I may go out to Future Park, which is right near where he is. Hey there, soy dog cowboy. What's happening? I don't think Bob is going to be joining the flying club, whether accidentally or otherwise. I don't think he's not the kind to go dancing around, jumping around, getting drunk, and getting near the railing.
well, the
He's a
reality
little
is there's probably no Thai girl anywhere in Thailand that could lift me up over that rail.
well,
Physically impossible.
yeah. Well, and not only that, but I don't think you want to do that. So, if there's anybody out there that wants to do that, send me a message. Everything's down in the description. You can always contact me. It's just an American in Bangkok at gmail.com. And I'm really serious. I don't want to talk to a lot of people most of the time, but if you're really that distraught, I'll listen to you at least once and give you some advice, which will probably be go get a therapist and don't off yourself, because tomorrow is a better day. And here in Thailand, if you are distraught over a woman, there will be another one along the way. If you
You're a
just
really
stick
nice
around,
guy. I would have
there
told
will
him,
be
just
another.
make sure you're on the stream when you jump.
Well, yeah, that's not something I really want to see. Yeah, I'm a nice guy. I am a
You
nice
are.
guy.
We had somebody do that from this building, from the 26th floor.
Really?
Yeah, but it was about a year before I moved in. He had terminal disease and
Uh,
couldn't, very painful, and couldn't find anybody to help him euthanize. So he took a dive off the balcony and 26 floors down, and it was
wow, that's
really
sad.
bad because he was aiming for the ground. He missed. His head hit the edge of the pool. His head went one way. His body went the other. Yeah, people all by
Yeah.
the pool all got covered.
Yeah, that would not be pleasant. I don't know where
Yeah.
Billy is. I don't know where he is. He's doing his own thing. I'm sure he'll be back here. But one of the things we were going to talk about today, one of the many things, because things just evolve here. But one of the things is about how I've been listening to a lot of these people online, and they're all younger. They're in their 20s and 30s, a lot of these guys. And one of the things that I had been thinking is I never heard of this when I was in my 20s, especially not in my teens, but even in my 20s and 30s, up until now, I've never heard of this stuff, like escaping the matrix, living outside the bubble, and all that kind of stuff. I never have heard about it. And one of the things that I did think when I came over to Thailand is that, oh, Longhorns is there. There you go. All right.
Hey,
Nice of
Longhorn.
you to join us there, Longhorns. One of the things that I was thinking when I came over here is that when I first got over here, I thought I am free. I am free from. I had sold my business. I didn't really have any problems back in the U.S. I didn't have any outstanding, things that were following me, and I didn't have any problems like that. So when I came over here, it was wake up in the morning, usually next to somebody, next to a lovely female. And then it would be like, okay, what am I going to do today? Oh, I've got a class today. Bob, aka John Goodman. Oh God. There you go.
Cheers, mate.
What's happening, pal? Don't make me laugh. Actually, I think Bob is quite a bit smaller than John Goodman, and that's saying a lot. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so coming over here, that's what I remember. First, I thought I am free. I don't have anything back there other than my parents and my friends. And you know what happened is when I want to talk to my friends, I call them up. And now with voice IP, it makes it so easy. I mean, there's so many apps. There were no apps when I came over here. There were no apps. There was no way to do anything like that. I had Nectaphone on my computer, and the computers were still really slow. So it wasn't a great connection, but it worked a little bit. But if you bought the Hatari card, which they probably still have here, the international card, the Hatari card, you'd spend 100 baht, 500 baht, you get a card, and you'd go to a phone booth. You could go to a phone booth, or like back in the day, they had. I don't know if you remember this, Bob or Chuck, but or anybody else, but they used to have inside of the apartments. They would have a phone in your room, and a lot of times you had to dial 9 and to get somebody from downstairs to dial out for you. And every time you did that, it was like 5 baht a minute or something, or 5 baht a call, depending on where you were. And so even if you got a cheap call through Hatari, you'd have to pay for the call from your apartment because it was a landline. And that's how it was back then. And, so all this stuff is really new. But it is interesting to see that really now, like if I don't want to, I don't have to talk to anybody in the United States. I don't have a thing to talk about. I can do everything online. And I really, if I want to talk to somebody, I can talk to somebody. I mean, the only people I really talk to are, I got a couple of friends back in the U.S. and, some longtime friends, and I got my family. And other than that, if I want to talk to somebody, I talk to somebody. If I don't, I don't. And, the beauty of it now is that it's so inexpensive to make a phone call, to even do a video chat, just like we're doing now. That's basically what this is. You can get away, and you have almost a completely new life here. As long as you got some money, you got your head together. Can somebody turn down their audio a little bit? I got the reverb.
Who is it?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's not that bad, but I just
let me try. I'll mute myself and see what happens.
It's supposed to mute automatically, but I guess maybe it's a little slow, or maybe it's something.
It sounds clear now to me.
Okay, good.
Is it clear? What do you hear, Scott?
To me, it's very clear.
Okay.
All right, let me read this here.
Okay, maybe it was mine. Let me know. Does it sound bad again?
No, it's good. Everything's good. Don't worry, guys. This is the best that it's been. How is the video of me, by the way?
On my phone? It's great.
Yeah,
is
you're
it fuzzy
clear.
At all? Okay, good. So maybe this is better. Now
and
that there's
your audio is excellent too.
Good. Well, that's because I got the mic on right now. Let me read this. What Kat said here. I got to go back here and check this out. Let me read this message here. Oh, I forgot all about.
I still can't figure out how to message while I'm on this app. So
that's because you're on your phone instead of a computer.
Okay. So everybody should know I can't message you if you message.
It's all right. You're talking, so.
I guess.
Let me see what happened here. I don't see the one message. Let me just read it then. Oh, Andy. Andy, is Andy here? Andy, there you are. I'm starting to get worried. I'm starting to wonder, you're okay? Or are you now outside the bubble, and are you doing something, that we need to? Well, see, I have been on the verge of suicide since I had to return from Thailand to my socialist communist country full of feminists. Well, don't do that. That's not going to make anything better. And if you really want me to make you feel even worse, I can tell you that most people, their life is just going to go on, and that's all that it's going to be. Life is going to go on without you, and you're not showing anybody anything. You're not doing yourself any great service. So just hang in there, because that's all you can do. You can't quit. All right. Let's just hope that Chucky doesn't show his ass again. Yeah, that's a must, Chucky. We really don't want to see your ass. And where's did Longhorns change that? Did he change the little icon there? Where is he? Oh, Longhorns. It looks like he did. Yeah, he may have taken your ass off. Yes, he did.
I probably
He
did
did.
it in recognition of Ukraine.
Hey, Scott, can I ask you a couple questions about the Thai Pass?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
All day long.
So you told me that the new test is the rapid test. Where do you go get that test? And you
I have
also
no idea. At a hospital.
Okay. And you also told me that you don't have to rent the hotel for that 5th day like before.
Yeah, the SHA or ASQ, whatever it is.
So you can just stay in your normal hotel.
Right.
That is extremely good news. That makes it drastically easier.
Well, here's what I got to say, because I was thinking about this.
And 50% less expensive, too.
Well, I was going to say that, listen, I wouldn't like to pay $250, $300 for my first night in a hotel if I don't have that in my budget. But I'll tell you what, that would not stop me. That would not stop me from coming to Thailand. What might stop me is thinking, is my insurance going to cover everything? Am I going to be okay? Should I be asymptomatic or something like that? That might stop me from coming in. But that first night in the hotel would not have stopped me back in the day when I was coming back and forth here. I would have just come right in, because it's a couple $100. Maybe you tighten your belt, for one day, and you don't do that much, and that'll save your money. And then you go on about your merry way the rest of the time, and hopefully you don't have some kind of an issue. But yeah, so it's a good thing,
And for me, Thailand was like almost normal. I mean, the bars were open. I went to the biggest bar. Everyone that came in had to take a COVID test to come in.
Well, let me ask you something, Chuck. I mean, are you going to straight bars as well as gay bars?
Only gay bars.
Yeah.
But I'll go with you to a straight bar.
That's not what I meant. I'm wondering, maybe there's a little bit of a difference.
Well, there wasn't in Pattaya. In Pattaya, they're all open. Just for Chuck's benefit, I drove around that street, and it's on my stream somewhere.
Oh, for his benefit, huh?
And all of the malls are open. The malls were packed. I think it's easy to go now. I think it's almost the same, except it's going to cost you an extra $150.
Yeah.
That's it.
And the other thing is that it is a good time to come because there's not that many people here. However, like what I've been saying, for me, it's not about people coming or going or too many tourists or anything. I mean, man, traffic is a son of a bitch here in Bangkok now.
I got stuck in traffic.
It's back to normal. It's just like it was before, if not worse. So for me, that's something that I consider all the time, because I live out a little bit, and it depends on where I'm going, but it can take me an hour to do a 20-minute trip, or 2 hours to do, a 45-minute trip or something like that. And I don't always want to have to endure that, going back and forth, so, but for the most part, things are almost back to the way they were. But until they're fully back to how things were before, it's still not good enough, in my opinion.
I'm coming back in May.
You
I
are.
would come
Okay.
sooner, but I'm traveling to a few places in April, so I can't come
Well,
in
maybe
April.
you
So
can come
I'm
back with
coming back in
Longhorn.
May. Huh?
Maybe you can come back with Longhorns because Longhorns should be coming back around that time.
Cool.
So there you go. You guys can take a flight together.
Yeah, insurance coverage is lower too. And in addition to that, you should consider that even if you are paying that extra 150, everything
Uh-huh.
else, hotel wise and such, is so much cheaper now
Right,
that
right. You're
you'll
going to
save
save
that
that.
150 in 3 or 4 days.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
hotels were so cheap.
Yeah, that's something, and that is something like my wife was like she paid 300 baht for some hotel that was normally like 900 baht or something. And I'm like, really? Well, maybe I need to go. And so we may go there in the next. I don't know. It's always now. It's not so much about going as it is about the timing. For us, it's about do I want the wife to go? Can I have the wife go? Bob, where are you?
Hey, I saw Bob.
I'm
Bob's
here.
like he's like a little 62-year-old kid.
I'm trying to stay away from the railing
Well, why
Yes.
don't you just move your camera? My
because
God. Let
I
me
have
see what I
such a
got here.
rig just to get it this way.
All
You'd
right,
be
that's
amazed.
better right there. That's better right there. Don't you think?
Up
There
to
we
you,
go.
like
Listen,
they say in patio.
please remember to subscribe, guys. I appreciate that. Let me go back to the chat here
So
and start
I
reading
think
some other
everybody
stuff.
should go to Thailand now. It's really easy now. And I had a great time. I had a great
Uh-huh.
time.
Well, good. Oh, here, look who the cat dragged in. Oh, well, actually the cat is being dragged in. All right, you can come over here. Sit down.
Meow.
That's Chucky. Stick your face in there.
Oh, cool.
Sure am, Carlos.
Did you
There's the
get a
kid.
haircut?
Yeah, chop
Oh,
that
wow.
long hair off just like Alex. I don't know what happened to him. It's maybe because I don't say anything. I don't say, hey, you've got to get your hair cut. And then they go and get their haircut to see if it will piss me off or something. I don't know. But yeah.
That's cool. It
Let's
looks
see
good.
here. I'm on the phone now. Seems to be working. That's from Andy. Dean says, apparently insurance coverage is going to 20,000. Yeah, well, that's something else that's going on. Chuck, before it was 50,000 for the insurance. Now it's only 20.
Oh, that's good
So they're
news.
reducing that as well,
Wow.
which is good. However, there's your buddy Patty Pete. He's awake. He can come down here. Grab him and stick him in the photo you.
Oh,
So now
excellent, Carlos. Thanks.
we got the whole gang here. We got Nick, we got Sid, we got me, we got Chuck, and we got Bob. Now Patty Pete just came in. Bob is living a great life. I envy him with his condo with views to the beach. Much better than my miserable life here in Europe. On top of that, we have Putin causing trouble now. Where are you? Where are you, cats and good coffee? I don't remember. You're in Spain? My health insurance costs me $300 a month, but it does not cover the United States. Bob, you ready for some more seafood? Ooh, yeah. Thailand is open, just less tourists. Yeah. So, Alex, Gennaro, Nicholas is the one who makes my coffee. And I don't really need another one. I could use one in a little bit, but I've already had 2 double espressos so far. And he comes home now, and I'm kind of like, all right, listen, just throw your mother the laundry. She'll do your laundry and enjoy your time here. Do a little bit of the dishes so that Alex doesn't complain. And then the rest of it is his time with Sid and the family, Put Sid in the picture. Make sure he's in the picture.
I think Sid is a
wants,
really cute cat.
Sid wants his stardom. Sid is he's a maniac, but he can be very, very cool and calm, and that's why he's still here. If he wasn't cool and calm, then that would be it. A girl told you to get a haircut, Nicholas. That's coming from Longhorns. Man, is he looking mature. Wow, Nick, you're looking like a young man now. Where's your muscle? Show that bicep you're getting. He's starting. He's starting to get some guns on him.
Working on my forearm.
You got to work on them biceps too. Work on your brain. That's the best way. That's how you get out of the bubble. Now he lives here, obviously. Now, does he leave here to get out of the bubble, or does he go stay on an island somewhere? What is the next step? That's something else he'll have to figure out. But he's already learning some of the tenets of making sure that he sets his life up the way that he wants to live it. Which, right now he's not like living the high life, but that's okay. Just get your education, get done. And, I picked you guys up some of that Cajun seasoning seafood. All right, cool. I like that stuff, as you know. Where's Jono? I don't know. Jono's been doing a lot of golfing, and I sent him a message a couple of days ago, and he read it, and I called him about a week ago. So I talked to him now I'm talking to him about once a week. I haven't gone to see him in a while, but I want to go down on that canal again, the Prakanong, down in Prakanong, and then I'll probably stop in and see him. Tell Alex to check out a band called Enslaved. It's a Norwegian progressive metal band. Maybe he would like it or get inspired. Okay, I will do that. He's always looking for new stuff. Unlike me. Smash the like button. Yes. Actually, let me see here. I got a little thing that I'm supposed to be remembering how to do this, but I don't always. Here, let's see here.
Stephen, tell your daughter to get the magnetic one first to make sure she likes it. Then if she really likes it, she can get it pierced.
What? You want to give him to me, or are you going to bring him with you?
Well, do you want it?
Nah, I don't want him. Let's go ahead. You take him. He's gonna cause me issues. I'm gonna have issues. All right, Chuck. So what were you saying? Are you all set to come back now? Because I think Longhorns is coming back in May.
I'm happy that it's going to be a lot easier, and I had a great time. It was open way more than I imagined. But I will say one thing though about Thailand is the government said they think it's going to be endemic. I totally agree that the USA is going to be endemic because so many people have been vaccinated and so many people, millions, have had COVID. But I disagree with Thailand. I think Thailand's going to go for another year.
Because that's not what they're saying, though.
No, I know. I disagree with them.
Chuck, the problem with going to Thailand now is no insurance wants to cover asymptomatic situations, as far as you know, so you might end up spending your vacation in the hospital paying bills. I don't think see, that's where Chuck is a little bit outside of the bubble, in that he isn't really all that worried about it. I mean, he doesn't want to pay it, but if it happens, it happens. If the insurance doesn't cover it, Chucky will cover it. He'll cover it.
Well, it was my understanding that you can elect to do those quarantine 5 days if you test positive in your hotel.
I've been hearing that, but then again, every once in a while you hear some guy who's talking about how they're making them go with them, and
well, that's because they want to make money. I mean, come on, it's all about the money. You just got to fight back.
Coming along. Yeah, well, that's the other thing, is that people don't understand that there is something to be said for disagreeing in a positive way, not getting angry and screaming and yelling or, cursing them out. But there is such a thing here as rebellion. And that could just be like, no, I really don't want to do that. No, but you have to. No, I don't want to. And it's just like walking into a place without a mask and making them tell you to put a mask on. That is a form of rebellion in one way. Now, I don't always look at it that way. It depends on the situation. But there are times I'm riding around on the back of a motorcycle. I'm like, why do I have to wear my mask? It's not even a law here. Why was I ever wearing my mask before? Okay, safety. In the beginning, maybe I believed that. Now I don't believe it. I don't think it's doing much of anything, So now, anytime I have an opportunity, I don't wear it. I just don't want to. And like most of the time I'm walking around it, there's fresh air. I'm like, what do I got to wear the mask for? That's a way to rebel against the system. And That's what you can do if you come here and they say, "Oh, we want to put you in." You go, no. I'm not going to do that. Just send me home, or just let me stay in my hotel room. I'll pay. It's no problem. And then what are they going to say? They don't want to drag somebody out. That's what they don't want. They don't want to drag tourists out, and then the word gets out, and things get worse for their industry. They don't want to see that.
And I would think that it might help if someone says, and a lot of people will, if someone says, "I don't have enough money to pay for that."
Well, that's another thing.
My
That's
net
another
worth,
way of approaching
my net worth is $950. Well, I know people where their net worth is $40, and so that's what I would do in the beginning for the first few hours. Is I would just tell them, I don't have any money to pay this bill. I have enough to pay for my hotel. I could stay in my hotel and get delivery, but I cannot pay a big bill. And I'll just look at them and say, I just don't have the money. I'd use the nice approach. That's how I would deal with it.
Well, that's what I'm saying is you need to use the nice approach no matter what, because you're going to, like I always say in Thailand, man, if you turn out to be some guy who you want to get aggressive with them and you want to get in their face and threaten them and yell and scream and swear, man, I would never do that. Really, not with some official, because I'm not that stupid. The best way to do it is just say, no, I really don't want to do that, and then they'd be like, well, you have to. Nah, I really don't want to do that. You just you just continue until they finally go, all right, so like this is not going to work this way. What are we going to do? And most of the time in Thailand, they are not going to get aggressive with you and physically harm you. They're not like that.
What, Scott, I know a Thai lady who got COVID, and they were going to put her in a hotel with another stranger, and she just kept saying she didn't want to do it and didn't want to do it. And guess what? They let her go home.
Wow.
They let her go home.
So what'd they do? They let her fly back or something?
No, they let her go home to her house in Thailand, in Bangkok.
Oh.
So they took her, I don't know where she was, at some hospital or something, or some health department office or something. I don't know where she was, but she just kept saying, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah. And then finally they just said, okay, we'll let you go home.
Yeah. All right. Let me read some of these messages here, because we got a lot of them coming in here. Oh, thank you for doing that, Nicholas. Don't put it near me. Clean the litter box. That's never a fun thing to do, and I don't do it. I don't clean the litter box. I don't do my laundry, and I almost never do the dishes. I just don't. So I don't have. That's another thing. You come over here, you're a guy here, and you end up getting hooked up or whatever. Don't set a precedent and start doing your everything yourself, because then she'll never do it for you. And that's what I got kids for too. Kids, they help around the house. They have chores. So, how's the Sid T-shirts coming along? One of these days I'm going to have to make one, but I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with them. People actually have to buy the shirt in order for me to make them. So if anybody wants to pre-order like a dozen of them, let me know, and then we'll do that. Chuck, did you see the protests in West LA? Let me see if this will show up here.
I saw the protest came all the way to West Hollywood, and I saw them go by. The Ukraine protest.
Okay.
They had huge Ukrainian flags. There's a lot of Ukrainians living in West Hollywood.
Really?
It's an interesting city. The city is like part Ukrainian, part Russian, and 45% gay. So there's a lot of very rich Russians and rich Ukrainians living here. Very rich.
Soy Dog Cowboy says ladies are gonna love the Luke Kun. So you what's going on over there? You want to tell everybody? It's like, is it a cool place for like happening young guys, or what's the deal? Or are you just focused on university stuff? You have
it doesn't work.
You have no focus on women?
Not now.
Yeah, not now. I told them stack the cash, do whatever you want with the ladies, but don't hook up. Stack the cash, study, and then everything will happen for you. That's the way it works. Hello, Robert. My daughter wants to get a nose piercing. What would you guys do? She's 16. I'd say, fuck no. I'd say wait until you're 21. That would be me. I'd be like, you're not going to live at home if you go and get one, because maybe she's getting that from the influence in the United States. You know, that's my own feeling on it.
I'd say get it in your belly button so no one can see it when you have to work in the future.
16, man. You can't be sure no one's seeing it. You know, I hate to say that.
Use the magnetic one. They have magnetic ones, and see how that works for you. First.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Put a magnet in, a magnet out.
There you go.
Or she could do it on her clitoris.
Oh, Chuck.
Chuck,
It's his
16,
daughter, Chuck.
Pervert.
Come on, man. Have a little tact.
How old?
Not everybody is as perverted as you are. You know, really. Chuck, you old perv.
Chuck.
She's 16.
I didn't know she was that young. Sorry.
Well, I guess she's old for Alabama.
Oh,
yeah, their age.
I'm sure you're making
really
Steve
low.
feel a lot better. Yeah, I just wouldn't do it. And, you know, like most parents here that tell their kids something, like if I was to say to Nicholas or Alex, you will not do that, even with my wife. If my wife said it to me, probably it would be the same thing. Just depends on what it is. But definitely if I said, no, it's not going to happen. I don't want it to happen. You're not going to do it. No. End of story. That would be it. There is no debating, no anything. And then I would have to determine something appropriate if they went against my wishes or my wife's wishes or anything like that. But 99.9% of the time, if they're good kids, that here, especially in Thailand, they're not going to go against their parents. Now, she's in the United States now, which makes it a little bit more difficult, you know. And that's one reason why I just I never wanted a little girl, even though people were like, don't you want one more? You can have a girl. That'd be your third kid. And I'm like, I can barely afford two. What do I want a girl for? It's going to cause me all kinds of headache. Oh, she'll be daddy's little girl. And I'm like, no, I don't want daddy's little girl.
Daddy's little problem.
All right. Yeah, exactly. Daddy's going to be the one who, you know, some kid comes to the door to come see her, and I'm going to be like, what the fuck do you want? Get out of here. You leave. And she's going to be like, Daddy. We'll be like, no, you're not old enough. But I'm 19. I'm 20 years old, Dad. Why can't I go out with my friend? No. Went to a wedding on the beach the other night. No one wearing masks. Yeah, no one wears masks on the beach, especially at night. And the cops see. Listen, the cops see all kinds of things. They see me go by on a motorcycle. They see the motorcycle driver with no mask on, with no helmet on. They see that. They don't stop anybody. Wearing mask indoors here is finally optional. Oh, wow, that's great. If their net worth is $40, they shouldn't be in trouble. Agreed. Went. 2 stories this week. A couple and 2 friends went positive. That's 200,000 baht each pair. They don't have insurance?
Oh, I hadn't heard about that story, but, you know, that is Phuket, and Phuket is known for being more corrupt than the rest of Thailand.
Yeah. Oh, wow, I didn't know about that.
Well, you know, the police own all the bars in Phuket.
Right.
All right, let me see this here. Bad attitude does not work no matter what bullshit people put you through. The ability to swallow your pride and take it is very important traveling in Asia. Yes, especially here in Asia. Common sense does not always apply here. There was a movie, and I talked about this a long time ago, but there was a movie called Black Rain that came out with Michael Douglas and Sean Connery. They were in Japan. and I don't remember what was going on, but Michael Douglas kind of got aggressive or mouthy with one of the Japanese guys, and Sean Connery got pissed off at him. And then Sean Connery told him, "You shut your mouth. Don't you say one word. You let me do everything." And he went in and he talked to them with the utmost respect. And
You're mixing two movies.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Black Rain was the other guy. The Sean Connery movie was with the black guy, Wesley Snipes. They were in it together.
So let me see.
The
what
Black
movie
Rain movie was that the white movie star who is not Sean Connery.
Let me see what movie it was, because I need to know. Because it will piss me off if I don't get it right. Anyway, it was the movie where they were in Japan.
Both movies like that were in Japan. You were correct about the Japan part.
I know
they
I
were
was
two
correct
different
about
movies.
that. Let's see here. It was from like the 90s.
Michael Douglas was in Black Rain.
Was it Rising Sun?
Sean Connery and Wesley
Yeah,
Snipes.
it was Wesley Snipes. You're right. Okay. 1993.
But that's not Black Rain.
1993. I understand that, Bob. Okay, you're right.
Okay.
You feel better now? Sean Connery.
You know,
Sean Connery with Wesley Snipes, whatever. All right. But I think it happened in the Black Rain movie as well, where he spoke to like the Yakuza in a particular way. And that was how they respected him, because he knew the system. And it's the same thing with Sean Connery. He was like, shut up and let me deal with everything. And he was able to do everything and take care of everything because he knew exactly how to speak. And when you are in Thailand, you do not bridge up and get aggressive and, puff out. And I don't care how big you are, how bad you are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't, eventually they will get you if you get like that. So let me keep reading this stuff, because I got a lot of these to go through real quick here. Yeah, lots of Ukrainians.
Yep.
What is this here? And maybe Thai government start what? And maybe the Thai government start closing swimming pools, cafes, and gyms. That's not going to happen now. I don't see that happening. They already did that, and I don't see them doing that now. Tell them no way. Get an infection. Is Gennaro? Come on. Is it 18 or 21? She lives in
Stream problems
Tennessee.
for me.
Let me see. There's no stream problems for anybody else, Bob. It's only you and your it's user error. I can't tell you how frustrating it was yesterday with Bob. He's trying to help me, which, bless his heart, he's trying to help me, right? And he's like, you can't hear me. It's your phone. It's not working. It's not. I'm like, Bob, I think it's you. And sure enough, it was him. Then this morning, he comes on, same thing. Then he's like, I can't get in. The link doesn't work. And I'm like, Bob, it's a new link. I gave you the link. Click on it. It works for me. It should work for you. Then he gets in. So, we got to all bear with each other sometimes. All this technology sometimes can be very difficult. It can test your patience. But what was I asking? What was I asked about? What was the question? Oh, 18 or 21. Legal age of consent, Tennessee. 18 years old, buddy. Well, that's for statutory rape. So there you go. Hope I answered your question. I can't believe we're talking about that. But let me get to this. Hang on a second here. What did I want to do? Nothing. All right, here we are. Let's go back here. Quiet. Chucky is talking. That's way back. I wish this thing did it automatically here. It just puts you right at the last. Okay, 18 or 21. I'm getting no piercing, no tattoo. Exactly. With me, that's what my parents said. My mother said to me, make me 2 promises. I say, what are those promises? Don't get married without telling me, and don't get tattoos. And I almost got a tattoo. But I said, you know what? I told my mother I wouldn't do it, and that's why I didn't do it. And when I was training in martial arts and Muay Thai and boxing, I was going to get like a tiger on my shin, and I was going to get a tribal thing on my arm and all this stuff. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to stick to my guns and not do what, I'm going to have to stick to what I said to her. Keep my promise. John Aro, you'd be crazy not to get a Prince Albert. I keep telling her you are not livestock. Well, that too. And, she's got to understand that it will affect her ability to find work. It will affect her occupation in the here, especially listen, I saw a girl here a long time ago, very nice looking girl, but she had tattoos all over. I'm not a big fan of the tattoos. Maybe if a girl had one little tattoo, okay, I can live with it, but not all, completely covered in tattoos. And she had these boxing gloves on her shoulder, and she used to be in some of the streams a long time ago. At least I think she was. But she would come to Starbucks. I haven't seen her in a long time, but she had these big, long boxing gloves, and I thought, is she involved in the fight games for some reason? She didn't look like a fighter. I'm like, what is she? Why is she all tattooed? And what is she doing? Because here in Thailand, it's not that they're not going to hire somebody, but they're going to have to cover it up in some places if they want to work in a certain particular place. Oh, Bob is back in. Sorry, Bob. There we go, Bob. Sorry about that.
No problem. Some fool called me on my phone and messed everything up.
Okay. Rising Sun. Yes, you're right. Chuck's got to eat during the stream. Okay, yeah. In the one movie with Michael Douglas, it was him and Andy Garcia. That's right. And heading back to Bangkok tomorrow for a few days, then over to Hua Hin. Sounds good. Quiet, Bob. Scott is talking. Russian Mafia used to be big in Pattaya, all gone now, likely. Well, I don't know about all is a very heavy word. I don't know that they're all gone. They may all.
How are they gone? How are they gone? Why are they gone? Does anyone know?
Who knows what's
because
going on?
the police took them out.
Do the Thai
The
police
military and police together.
They've cracked down in Pattaya. They have.
I see.
Let's see here. Make sure you cover your ass correct. It could be worse. Your daughter could want to get tattooed. Well, I don't know, but that's worse than getting a nose ring.
I think the nose ring.
Don't want to move to a foreign country. I've got a tattoo. Okay. Definitely nice approach is your best chance. Never get angry. Chuck, you're a one-patient guy. It is good to know your opinion and about government not closing swimming pools, etc. You're the best, boss. Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that again. They've done it before, and I don't see them doing it again. So
the pools are open here. I don't know if you can see right down there.
Yeah, they're open. They're open pretty much everywhere. They're open, So I'm not worried about it, and I don't see them going backwards now because they can't afford to.
In Pattaya, they did go backwards. They canceled all the celebrations that were coming up for the festival, music festival in March.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's interesting. Here we go. All right, that's better.
You're right. You are so right, Scott. They can't afford to go back.
No, they can't.
They need to even just get rid of the Thai pass. Just show up with your test, and you get in.
Well, when they declare it endemic, that will happen. That's what they're saying. Let her get a nose ring. Let those who do not like it waste their time thinking about it. And you see, I don't disagree with the fact that you shouldn't worry about what other people are thinking about you. However, with a young girl who is trying to make her a name for herself in whatever occupation, whatever field she is trying to get into, having a nose ring may or may not be a massive hindrance. So I would say make her wait.
Well, it'd be interesting to know if that guy Dean has a daughter or not.
Yeah, Dean, do you have a daughter? Hey guys, smash the like button. Will you do that for me, please? And also check out. There's the PayPal address down below. And what else am I going to put up here? Subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, I'd appreciate that. Let's see. There you go. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
No, I guess Dean likes to lead his daughters around by the nose then.
Well, to each his own, but for me, I'm thinking of the fact that she needs to be able to make money. And some companies will definitely not hire her just based on them having nose rings. You know,
What happens
I
when
know.
you take the nose
if
ring
your
out,
daughter's
though?
got nose rings, then great. I mean, good for them. They're doing what they want, and they're able to do what they want and work or whatever it is they're doing. But I would say for somebody who's just not even out of school yet and is only 16 years old, I think she may look back and wonder, hey, why did I do that? Was it worth it? Is it really worth it? So I don't see the reason for it. She can wait.
I think nose
What's the
rings you
hurry?
can take out and you don't see them because the hole is
I don't
inside
know.
the nose, right?
I don't know.
So you don't see them anyway when they take them
Then
out.
there's the whole, if she's wearing a nose ring and she's out, and one of the people that she works with happens to see it, who's a boss, something like that, and they just go, oh, we don't. They don't. You don't have to. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that it might not be the wisest move for a 16-year-old girl. I'm going to lean towards that as that's just me. But then again, I'm conservative, so what do I know?
I don't think you're conservative
I
at all.
don't know that Thailand doesn't seem to have come out in support of Ukraine or Russia, one way or the other. I haven't seen anything about that. All I've seen in the news is how is it going to hurt tourism here, which I don't think anybody knows that at this point. But what is
I think it
this
depends
here?
how high the missiles fly.
There was a big local story about someone where I come from, who cried his eyes out that he could not get a job as an air steward. He was covered in tattoos from the neck down. Yeah. Sunny, not Sony. I've slept with women who had them and found them a turnoff. Also, you can still see the hole after they remove it.
Well, you
There
can
you
see the
go.
hole if it's here, but if it's inside where it's a real ring, you can't see the hole.
Yeah, I
Unless you
guess
go
that's
looking up her nose. Well, I guess if you got her upside down anyway.
no, but that's not the point. I'm not thinking about, I'm not thinking about his daughter and what, her partners are going to think. I'm thinking more about what kind of job she's going to be able to get.
That makes
It
sense.
depends
Yeah.
on the field. In some fields, it's perfectly normal to have a nose ring and to have tattoos and that kind of thing, But
Maybe she's going
Chuck,
to be a nose ring model.
do you ever not eat on this stream? Why don't you have one of those hash brownie cakes or whatever the hell, marijuana brownies or whatever?
Oh no, never again.
Oh, Chuck, come on.
They may legalize it here, buddy.
I had extreme paranoia after I got off the stream. The stream
Oh,
with you
you
guys.
just had the wrong one.
Oh my god! And I only had 2 pieces of chocolate.
Don't make me laugh, Chuck.
It was
Really.
horrible. It was funny while I was happy.
Oh, it was funny. To me, it was funny. She could get a job as a tattooist, though. That depends. Depends on if she can draw or if she knows how to tattoo and she wants to do it. Anyway, the whole aspect. This is one thing, and that is, are you going to be capable of earning money wherever you are? Because if you want to get out of I stop at saying escape the matrix because I think very few people can really do that. But what I do say is to get out of the bubble and be on the fringes. And there are numerous people I know who are living like that here. And this is not the only place where you can do that. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is you damn sure better be able to make enough money and be able to be smart enough and sharp enough to be able to do something that you want to do if you're going to migrate over somewhere or immigrate, whatever, or you better be older. And, you went through the whole 40 years of work and retiring and stuff like that. But I think it's important to figure out how, if you want to, you can get outside of the bubble. Because for some people, being inside of that bubble, and the bubble I'm referring to, the normal route that people take and they live in a certain way. It used to be the white picket fence and 2 kids and that kind of the nuclear family, right? And it's not that really anymore. But you want to have the option but for some people, that bubble is very comforting to them. They want that security. They don't care about anything else. They just care about. And I know numerous people back in the States that are in Southern California, in the Midwest, and they are very happy with their lives, just living the way that they live, which is they go to work every day, they come home on the weekends, they spend time with their family, and some people like that. I was never really that person, so let me see here. Here in LA, Starbucks baristas are covered with tattoos and have piercings.
Yeah,
What
well,
about
LA
you?
stands for Lost America.
Do they have that there in your neck of the woods?
Me?
Chucky?
What was the
Yeah, I'm
question?
talking to you. Do they have the tattoos, your barista in your Starbucks?
I've
Tattoos
seen
and
them.
piercing?
I've
Okay.
seen them. But the
I
thing
don't really
is
see
that
many here on the island.
as far as tattoos that you can see, most all of us change careers in our lives. So we can't just assume, oh, I'm going to work at a
I
tattoo
understand
parlor
that.
my whole life.
Yeah, but there are some people that, especially professionals, at least in the beginning, they're not going to be able to get away with it. When they get more established, maybe they can get away with it, but I don't know. I guess, listen, it's up to him, and she's his daughter and she's underage. So to me, as a parent, if my kid's underage, I know what I would say. Now, when it came to long hair, I was more like, hey, listen, if you got long hair, you better be careful, because if you get into a fight, somebody can grab that hair. It can work against you, because anybody who knows anything about fighting on the street knows that if you grab the hair, because if you can control the hair and you control the neck, you can control the rest of the body. And so for that reason, I said, listen, you guys got to think about that. But I would never say to them, you got to cut your hair. One day they showed up and they're like, well, I just cut my hair. I'm like, okay, wow, Yeah, I do see the man buns. I see the man buns all over the place.
I think a huge percentage of Asian girls don't like guys with long hair, so I wouldn't do that if you're trying to be popular.
Why would you care about if the girls like you or not because of long hair? If they don't like you, then in that instance, they don't like beards either.
Right.
But if you're a guy who likes a beard, then fuck them. What does it matter?
Well, that's what you got to do, because you can't do the other thing because they say it's itchy.
Yeah, well, the thing is that you can, like, if you have enough money or you have enough going on with you where they'll accept it, then they accept it. I mean, my wife bitches and moans about it sometimes, but sometimes she just, whatever, doesn't matter. And that's what you want, I think. I mean, you don't want somebody bitching and moaning at you about, you've got a little stubble and you forgot to shave all the time. You don't want that. Who needs that?
Well, when I'm single, I like to have as much opportunity as possible, and
Chuck,
and be as.
Are
popular
you not
as
single,
possible.
Chuck? Are you taken, Chuck?
I thought you're single, Chuck.
Are you
I
off
am
the
single.
market?
So I want as much opportunity as
Listen,
possible.
it's nice to hear you guys yap about Chuck being single or not. I got to read some messages here because I don't want to get so far behind that I can't catch up. What do you guys make of the huge of the kratom craze? It's huge down here. I'm surprised it's not bigger here in Bangkok, and maybe it is, and I just don't know where it is.
Everywhere in Pattaya.
do you engage in activities involving kratom, Steve?
What is that?
Steven, I mean,
It's
kratom
like
is the
marijuana.
it's the leaf. It's it gets you high, you know, it gives you a buzz, bit of a
Oh,
buzz.
I don't even know about it.
There you
Definitely
go.
makes
You
you
learn
sleep.
something new every day. That's
What
the
is
thing,
it?
guys.
What kind of drug is it?
It's a stimulant.
Is it similar to like crystal meth?
No,
No.
look
What's
it
it
up, Chuck.
similar to?
It's more like a cocaine coca leaf.
Oh, okay.
No, not quite, but okay. Let me see, because I don't know how they classify it.
How dangerous is
Um,
it?
it's
Not
not very dangerous.
dangerous.
It's
Well, if
it's
you
an
eat a bunch of it,
opioid.
you do get
It's
diarrhea.
got opioid properties and some stimulant like effects, which is why I'm hesitant to call it anything to do with anything similar to cocaine, because cocaine is in no way an opioid that makes you like mellow and hey man, you know, like opium or something like that. It is definitely cocaine is nothing like that. Um,
Yep, it's definitely not a stimulant like
All right,
opiates.
let me see here. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm surprised it's not bigger up here, quite honestly. And maybe one day it'll catch on with the tourists if it already hasn't. I don't know, but I haven't seen much of it. I can't see many restrictions here now, other than bars closing at midnight. I don't know that you would know them if you saw them, Andy, in some of the things that they're doing. You know, unless they gave you a list telling you what the restrictions are, you might not even know 'em, you know. Let's see here. Back in the days, a sign of rebellion was long hair, but you can cut that off. Tattoos stay for life. Okay, definitely hipsters down low, wearing man buns. My younger daughter asked for a spectrum ring for her 16th birthday. I paid. They are smart. Older one, daughter, a scientist, smarter than I am.
What the hell is a spectrum ring?
A spectrum ring? Um, I wonder if it is what I think it is. Let's see here. Yeah. Uh, what the hell? No, this is not what I was thinking. No, it's not what I was thinking. Um,
What the hell
let's
is a
see here.
septum ring?
It doesn't say septum. It says spectrum.
Well, maybe you spelled it wrong.
Let me read. Keep go on here.
Oh, skin in the middle of
Making
your
more.
nose. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was thinking. What about
It's a
Sakyant
buffalo
tattoo?
ring. Come to Thailand, be a real buffalo.
The Sakyant tattoos, you know, there's girls that have them, you know, and I mean, like, listen, to each his own. I'm not really against them. I'm just saying I think there still are some very, very conservative people who will look down on people who, and you know, in one way, yeah, if they don't like it, tough shit. If you're really that talented and that worthwhile, some companies will just go, okay, whatever. But you know, I don't know. This is coming from somebody who's older and who doesn't have any tattoos, so I don't really know what the deal is now. Let me see here. Hello, everybody. These comments are coming in pretty fast now, so I'm having a hard time keeping up. So if I miss anybody, don't get mad. Which tattoo would you choose? An American flag, skull, or rap god? Definitely not the rap god. Fuck the rap god. I don't know what tattoo I'd get now if I was going to get one. Guy on the porch looking over the beach needs a bigger deck or move over to the right. Yeah, Bob, I mean, why are you not in the picture? Turn your chair or something.
I'm in the
Can you do
picture. You
that?
can see me now.
Barely.
Well, you know, the view is better than looking at me. When we get
Okay.
closer to 11 o'clock, I'll go run around outside. You guys can
All
see
right.
everybody on Tree Town.
Well, 11
Yeah,
o'clock,
your
we're going to
view
be
is
done.
great.
What's that?
We're going to be done by 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Bummer, man.
11:15 or so, we'll be done.
Well, you know, I can go get a table over at Hungry Hippo and set it up, and you can watch all the people drive by while I'm eating.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to just stay online for that. I'm sorry. You want to go over there, 10:30, 10:45, fine. But, you know,
It's
What is
okay,
it
it's
we're
now?
not
going
a
on.
10:30. All right, I'll grab the
Hello,
camera
Jim.
now and
Hello,
listen.
Newman. I was watching the Seinfeld yesterday, man. I can't remember which episode was it. The episode where shrinkage.
Yeah, shrinkage.
That
I
one
remember.
word
Oh, that was
where the
great.
girl walks into George Costanza's room, and he had just came out of the ocean, and he was taking his pants off, and so she saw his pecker, and he was all shrunk up because the ocean does that to men, shrinks them up, and so she saw it, and she went, "Oh, sorry," and she started laughing, and then she told his girlfriend, who he had not been with, about what a small wee wee he had, small wiener he had. And the girl, she just left, which is, to me, if you think women are so sweet, and even Thai women, as nice as they are, you come over here, yes, they will wait on you, they will serve you, they will take good care of you, they will be wonderful to you. But there are times when they can be just as ornery as any Western woman. But I would say, for the most part, that's not how they are. Where some guys say that's how their women in the West are, like 80%, 90% of the time, and they're only really nice to them 10 or 20% of the time. Here, I think it's more like 80 or 90 to 10%, and that might be because of that time of the day or whatever. Who's playing that music?
It's on the beach.
Really? Wow, that's amazing that we can hear it.
Well,
All
that's
right, let me go
because
on here. Let me keep
literally my
reading here.
condo is 50 feet from the beach.
Oh
Going
wow.
to a farewell lunch today from Patia with a few people. Nice.
Where?
Uh, yes, I grow it, and it's great for driving. All right, well, there's another reason for me to come down and see you there, Stephen. Don't be surprised if one day I come banging on your door. They can only sell fresh leaves. I am high on life. You and me both. Let's see here. I saw in the Bangkok Post the other day that Thais are queuing up at the gold shops to buy gold to speculate. Gold and silver should go up. I haven't seen anything about that. Um, that wouldn't surprise me.
Usually when people are queuing up, that's when the price is about to go down.
Exactly. It's too late by then.
Okay. All right.
Hey Scott, I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna get in the car, drive around, and go get,
Okay, Bob.
and
All
then I'll
right.
join you later if you're still on.
Cool.
Okay. Sounds good.
All
We'll
right,
see you in
later,
a bit.
guys.
All right.
Bye. See you.
What is it?
Bye.
Bob needs a bigger condo. I don't think it's that his condo. I think it's that he doesn't want to be in the camera. I don't know. He doesn't want to be in the video.
Well,
He
he
wants to make
probably
sure.
can't. He probably wants the view more than himself, and he probably cannot get into the shot anymore
Okay, whatever. All
unless
right,
he
let me
gets
see here.
a booster chair or something.
I don't know. I'll just take
Did
him at his
did
word.
did your parents have to use the booster chair for you when you were a little boy?
No. Chuck, what was your event in the Olympics?
I was.
I'd rather see the beach than Bob. I think that's what he thinks as well, which is kind of like me. I feel the same way.
I was a ski jumper.
Uh-huh.
But isn't it cool? Oops.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, every Olympics, Nike and Polo Ralph Lauren make a line of clothing.
Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I
Yeah,
went
they
to
do.
the.
They make a lot.
What was the Olympics I went to? 2008,
Uh-huh.
Beijing.
Yeah, they make a
And
lot
I
of
got a bunch
clothes.
of stuff, and I still have probably 100 different pins from the Olympics, and plus a bunch of other stuff. I got some books and all kinds of stuff they were selling. Let me read this here because I'm getting behind, and I don't like that.
I
Curling
bought
taxis from
overseas.
Patsy to Bangkok, 1,200 baht. Good deal. Well, that's a standard deal, man. That's pretty good. That's nice.
Is that cool?
Chucky, his hangry, is moving around to the kitchen. A pattern? Yes, it's a pattern. He's constantly going to the kitchen and then coming back and trying to pull up his pants. Speaking of jackets, I don't know if the what do you call it? The hoodie is showing yet in the little thing down below in the little video section under the video. There's the all the t-shirts, and maybe that it takes time for them to approve everything. It should be approved, but it might be already. I don't know. But the hoodie that I was talking about should be down there. If not, you can just click on the link down below in the description, and you click on that, and you'll be able to get to the merch. And if you want the new hoodie, you can get the new hoodie. It's $39.99, which is reasonable in my book. I try to keep things reasonable. Bob, do you live near the beach? Can't believe it. I don't know why you don't believe it. You can live near the beach in Thailand if you really want. It turns out for me that we didn't do that because of the kids and of school and everything else like that.
Would
And
you
convenience.
guys move to the beach when you're an empty nesters?
Yeah, I got to be able to convince my wife to go wherever I'm going. And for a long time I've said I just want to be out in the middle of nowhere, all that. That's a little bit extreme. I'd like to be out in the middle of nowhere that's close enough to take a 30-minute drive and boom, I'm in the city. I can go to do whatever I want to do, go to the grocery store. And that's not really that far out, but you got to think ahead also. And for me, being 60, if I was 30 and I bought a place, I'd want to buy a place much farther out because it would take longer for the people to start moving out and starting to buy where I would be buying. That's how I think. But now it's a little bit different because I don't really care. It's not by the time I'm 80, I might be dead by then. So what does it really
Where would
matter?
you live, Scott, if in Thailand, if the kids were moving out tomorrow, where would you live? Would you stay in the same place? Where would you, the north, the
Probably
south,
somewhere near. No, I would go south. Where am I going to go north for a beach?
near Phuket?
That's not north.
No, south. Would you move near Phuket?
No, I wouldn't. I don't want to be anywhere near Phuket.
What
Everybody
area
likes
would you move
Phuket.
to?
I've been to Phuket many times. I lived there for a year. It's not that it's a terrible place. It's that it is a tourist area. I don't want to live in a freaking tourist area. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. You got to go to an area and then go away from there to where you're out in the outskirts a bit, so that you're not in the tourist area. What the hell good is it? That's what I don't understand. Why do people come to Thailand to live amongst tourists? Some people like it. I don't. I don't want to. I don't like being addressed as a tourist. I don't like somebody going, can you speak? Like every other person, I say, can you speak Thai? Oh, you can speak Thai because I say Sawatdee Cup. Oh, you can speak Thai. I don't want that. It's like most people out here where I am now, they know. You don't live out here if you don't speak any Thai, for the most part. All right, let me read some of these messages because we're getting behind. Once I start talking, someday you should do a review of the characters in the 90 Day Fiance TV shows that married a Thai and Filipino. Yeah, I've talked about it a little bit. I kind of find it humorous, and it is a TV show. But yeah, I mean, why anybody would go on and do it, I have no idea. What is the reason for putting your whole? It's bad enough on YouTube, but to go out there, uh, you know, and go get some little Filipino girl that's like living in a shack. What's the point of that? Why not just go and do it on your own? You know, why do you need to do it in front of the whole world? I don't understand that, you know, and I never will. But I don't really understand. I understand the appeal of reality TV shows, and I understand the appeal of YouTube and stuff like that. I don't particularly like it, and I never have, and I don't particularly like reality shows unless they're completely unscripted and it's more like a documentary. That's what my preference is. But okay, let's see here. Silver is better than gold. Well, it is definitely cheaper and easier to get into buying silver than it is with gold. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's a lot less volatile. The Prince now is super high now. They are probably trying to sell it. I don't know what the hell that means. The price, okay. Shorting ADA to. I'm guessing Bob's not getting the salad at the Hungry Hippo. I don't think so. If he is, it's with his breakfast. This is cool. The news says, man, what was Chucky going to do with all those winter clothes in Bangkok? Yeah, what's your plan, Chucky? Now, are you moving back to Bangkok? Or are you going to Taiwan? What are you going to be doing?
Well, I'm actually going to try living in Taiwan for a year. They have this new visa that is really unbelievable. It's
Tell us
incredible.
about it, Chucky.
So
Tell us about it, Chucky.
it's called the Taiwan Gold Card. And if you get the visa, it's for 3 years, but it's also a work permit. You can work at any job, and you get free health care. You're part of the healthcare system the day you land.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, well, I think I can qualify, but the way it works is you have
But why
to
would you
have
do that,
made.
Chuck? You don't have to do it.
Hmm?
Why would you do that? Why would you get a job?
Oh, I don't have to get a job. It means I can. And
Yeah, okay,
after
but are
the
you
3
going to get a
years,
job?
after the 3 years, you get permanent residency,
Okay, that's a lot
which
better than here.
it's unbelievable. It gives you a work permit. You're not
Not
required to work, but when you get the visa, you automatically can work everywhere. You get almost the same rights that the citizens do right away. So to qualify for it, you have to have made $69,000 a year 1 out of the last 4 years. Okay, you don't have to have
Okay.
$69,000. You just have to show like a W-2 or something
Right,
like
right, that you made the money.
But there's another way to qualify. There are other ways to qualify if you have no money. One is if you're an IT person. The one that people apply for the most that don't really have something clearly defined is under cultural and arts. So I probably qualify because I own an advertising agency and I'm a radio DJ, you know. So because of that,
last time you did that?
It doesn't matter how long you did something. You know, it's just about what you put on there. And anyone can look this up. Just look up Taiwan Gold Card. And to qualify for this, the full permanent residency, you only have to stay in the country 6 months a year. That's crazy, man. So I could I want to live in Taiwan.
You know what? Taiwan is a nice place. I've been there before and I liked it. What I saw of it, I was only there a couple days. Actually, one night, 2 days. And I liked what I saw, and I liked the Taiwanese people that I met. They're very intelligent, and they are not. They are like the Hong Kongers in that way. They're intelligent, cordial, polite people, unlike some of the mainlanders that I have met.
Right.
It's
very different than mainland.
It's quite a bit different. However, I don't know that I would want to be in Taiwan just because I would not want to deal with the Chinese and the threat of the Chinese taking over or causing any problems. And I just, I've made no.
I would just, if it got bad, I would move.
Then you leave. Well, that's the whole thing about being outside of the bubble, Chuck.
Right. I'm
You
going to
can
have two.
afford to say, fuck it, I'm out of here.
I'm going to have two places. I'm going to have a place in Bangkok and a place in Taipei.
Yeah, what about the United States?
I don't need it. It's a waste of money.
Well, but you can also always go back. And
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the
of
beauty.
course. Yeah, I can go
So
back
you
on
have
a
you
dime.
have 3 places that you can go.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And really, you can go pretty much anywhere else you want, which is what we're
Right.
talking about, which is getting out of that bubble where you are stuck. If you're back in the United States and you're a younger guy, man, stack that cash as much as you can. I mean, I only put away 10 grand in a ticket, and I managed to come here, and I've been here for 27 years. So if I can do it, and, you know, I'm no genius, you know, I'm no fantastic entrepreneur or anything. I'm the survivor, and I know how to get through things. But you know, for some young guy, if he really wants to get away, set yourself up, plan it out, do it step by step, and boom, by the time you're maybe 30, 35, get on down the road. And hopefully sooner than that, you get on down the road and you keep your citizenship if that's what you want to do, you know, assuming things stay fairly similar to what they are now, and you don't have to be paying taxes back in the United States, a huge amount of taxes or anything like that. Set yourself up, because Thailand is a good place to do that.
Also,
But I think
Scott,
you need more than Thailand. And personally, I wouldn't choose Taiwan just because I fucking can't stand the mainland Chinese. And I could see them taking over and me still being there waiting to get out and being extremely fucking pissed off.
I'm not going to buy a property in Taiwan.
Well, that's good. You got to be, here's the other thing. And if you're single, it's much easier. You got to be able to say, fuck it, I'm out of here. You get your, what's it called? The shit hit the fan bag, you know, the bug out bag. You got to be able to say, okay, I got my computer, I got my camera, I got my passport, I got, you know, or passports, whatever. I got some cash. I got, you know, my favorite clothes. I'm getting the fuck out of here, you know, and that makes it a lot easier. So, like, I was thinking about it, you know, the other day. I'm always thinking about it. But like, if we had to do that, it would be relatively easy, because while we have furniture and, you know, TVs and stuff like that, all that doesn't matter. It's not important. It just doesn't matter. What matters is, okay, we got clothes, we got money, we got a way to get our money, and we're set up. We're fine. You know, just, you know, until we can figure things out, you know, and obviously you want to figure things out first, which you seem to have figured out. But the thing with you is that, okay, if Taiwan was to go to shit, you go back to the States or you come to Thailand. If Thailand went to shit, you could go somewhere else, you know. So,
and that's why I'm going to have two places, one in Bangkok and one in Taipei.
Yeah.
I just go like that.
All right, let me read these here.
Very quickly.
I like Chumpon. Yeah, Chumpon is nice. Give me a beach anytime. Friend from hometown lives when it goes to beach. What's this goes to beach? To live for 3 months out of the year. Reality shows are not reality. Yeah. I bought gold back a couple of years ago. I don't know, 5-6 years ago, maybe a little bit more than that. And I bought like 5 or 10. How many grams? What was it? It was how many baht? I'm thinking of grams for some reason, but it was something like 7 baht of gold or something. And the gold went way up from what I bought it. And I was like, shit, man, I made some money on it. And now I'm like, I should have put more money into gold, but you know, I had the money then. I don't really have the money at this, you know, to be buying gold right now because it's fucking expensive now. Krabi is very nice, Andy, and you can go out to some islands. And if you really look around, you can find some islands that people don't know about, and you can just hang out there. And there won't be but 50 people on the whole freaking island. I love Taiwan. We'd like to do that in a minute. Taiwan is just waiting for the inevitable Chinese takeover. Okay, Scott and all, got stuff to do. Thanks for the entertainment. Okay, Dowlow, you take it easy. We'll talk to you later. What station was Chuck with in L.A.? What was his on-air name? His name was
Kiss.
Bum Gun Chuck.
Kiss and Coast.
Kiss and what?
Coast.
Coast. Oh, K-O-S-T?
Mm-hmm.
And what was your little love handle?
My real name.
Huh? This is Chuck Howard, W Coast.
Coast
K-O-S-T.
103.5 with love songs on the coast. Good evening. This is Chuck Howard.
Love songs on the coast. Jesus.
Yes.
Christ. Yeah, I'd have a
Scotty's
little
going to
problem
send
with
out
that.
a love song to his wife.
Chuck wants to settle in Taiwan. Does he not follow the world news? Xi Jinping, best friend, just invaded Ukraine. I don't know if they're best friends now. China
You know,
just
I
sided
have to tell you
against
something, Scott.
Russia the other day. Huh?
I believe that Taiwan, if it gets invaded and taken over by China, the lifestyle will be very similar, and I'm not even afraid of it.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I
but
could live
whatever.
in mainland China. It doesn't impact me at all. I may not like
Chuck,
some
I
of the
think if
culture.
you lived in mainland China or North Korea, eventually you would feel the strain.
I would in North Korea, but not in China.
So, yeah, I mean, listen, I went to China twice, and quite honestly, the people were not the most friendly. But then, you know, I was an outsider where I was, and I was with a handful of people, and you know, we were the only like foreigners in the little city there.
But in China, the gay people are very friendly, so
Who?
I don't have to deal with those issues.
Oh, see, I don't know about that, but what
They have
I'm
a different
talking
culture.
about,
The gay people are modern and they hate.
yeah,
the
I'm not
traditional
talking about
culture.
that, Chuck. We're not talking about the gay Chinese. I'm talking about in general. The people, while they were friendly, I saw very quickly that if you asked them for anything that was a little bit outside of the norm, it was no. They didn't even want to deal with you. And we had a Chinese person with us. They didn't even want to deal with us because we were outsiders. And just a lot of the things. I've told the story about the guy that I walked up on and he was taking a dump, and you know, you could see everything. I told the story about the kid shitting all over the place in the airport, and the lady didn't even want to clean it up. And you know, the kid shit all over the floor, pissed all over the floor. I'm like, I can't live with that kind of stuff. I don't want that stuff going on around me. I mean, you know, it's like one thing if you're in Burma and some guy like happened with me and Longhorns. I think Longhorns was there. We were walking through this market, and the guy just walks over, drops his sarong, you know, or pulls up his sarong rather, squats down, takes a dump right next to a fence. Okay, you don't see that all the time in Yangon. You're not going to see that everywhere. You will see it once in a while. But when you see somebody in an airport and their kid is pissing and shitting everywhere, and the lady just walks away, and then she is adamant that she's not cleaning it up until they force her to clean it up and tell her, you need to clean this up right now, lady. She's like, why do I have to clean it up? What fucking planet are we living on? Listen, I can't deal with the whole Chinese thing. It's too much. Hong Kong, Taiwanese, Singapore, okay, great. I like the people. They're logical. They're reasonable. I don't see that in China.
Mm-hmm.
So
if Taiwan changed and I didn't want to be there, I would have. Then I will have a place in Bangkok and I'll have a place in Ho Chi Minh City.
I understand that, Chuck, but you just said that you could live in China. I don't think you'd want to live in China. Well, maybe you could. I don't know, but I wouldn't.
Because I've been there 10 times.
How many other people in this chat would really like to live in China? Some people are intrigued by the culture and they don't have any problems with them. And I know that Stephen K has, you know, he was in Hong Kong for a long time, and he probably was doing business with him and stuff. And he tries to stay out of the politics. I understand that. For me, I just don't want to get fucked with for nothing in China, which that can happen for sure. Just simply because you are a foreigner and maybe you have a Chinese girlfriend, Chinese wife, whatever, and you happen to be not one of them. You're not part of the tribe, and you will be in trouble. And then you're going to be like, oh, fuck, what am I going to do? And that's what I don't want to deal with. Yes, you will. Right. That's my point. You are very laid back about things, and you're very positive about things. And most of the time, I think that will work out for you, and you generally know how to deal with things. But what if they don't?
Well, things can happen all over the world. I could get killed here in LA.
I think if you go to China, you're going to
I
have
will not.
more
I will not
opportunity.
purposely go to China.
Okay,
but I'm just
that's my
telling
point.
you that if something happened in Taiwan, I don't think it's going to be the same as China. The culture is not going to change. The Taiwanese people will be the same.
All right, I'll agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Living in China personally, knowing your
I
attitude.
I didn't say that I would. China is probably 8th or 10th on my list of countries I would live in.
8th or 10th?
Yeah.
Fuck, put it down there like number fucking 100.
No, because there's a lot of countries I can't live in a country that doesn't have Asians.
All right, let me talk here for a minute. Remember, I sold everything there now. I am out. I lived in China forever, but they needed me more than I needed them. I just connected. Oh, here's another one. I just connected flights in Hong Kong, got kicked out and pushed by Chinese. Very often, bad manners. Well, they do have some atrocious manners, and I've seen them firsthand in Hong Kong. And you guys have actually seen them in the streams several times where they just got nasty with people just because they didn't like what they were. Listen, the Hong Kongers were protesting, and they didn't like it. And guess what? In a free society, you should be allowed to protest. They weren't doing anything violent. They weren't getting aggressive. And, what's the problem? And see, this is the kind of shit I can't see myself in that kind of a situation. I got to see if I have any opportunity to get the fuck out of that situation. I'm gone. I'm very pro-freedom, no China, totalitarian lifestyle for me. Thank you. Taiwan is problematic as they have lots of nukes. Yeah, if you survive the long invasion and insurgency. Well, Chuck would probably get the fuck out of Dodge before anything.
Oh, I would get out the same day. Something started. I would keep my apartment. I'd pay my rent for 3 months, and I'd say, "I'll see you in 3 months." I'd get out right away. If you want to
experience any Chinese culture, you go to Taiwan. The CCP erased the Chinese culture long ago, but go anywhere near the places is a high risk for anyone in the West. Okay, here's Bob again. Bob, we don't hear you. And we don't see your face either, Bob.
We see your eye.
We see one eye. Get in the picture. Get it together. Let's go.
I'm actually going to live in North Korea for 6 months.
Why?
I'm going to volunteer to be a teacher for 1 semester.
Good luck with that, Chuck. I hope you have a wonderful time there. Seriously, I do.
I had a great time. I had a great time in North Korea.
I understand you had a great time, but I don't believe in the bullshit that they're peddling. And I don't believe in the bullshit that Chinese are peddling. And quite frankly, I don't believe in some of the U.S. bullshit that they're peddling. So that's why, personally, I want to be able to go wherever the fuck I want to go. Now, when you got a wife and you got kids, things are a little bit different. You got to think about other things. All right, let's see if we can get Bob back in here now. Let's see if he's got his act together. Do you have your act together, Bob? There we go. I think we got
there he goes.
Can you get the face in the picture, or can you get outside in the picture, or whatever? Bob, same problem to get to the right. No beach for you. Okay, I'm convinced Chuck's act is all a bit. No, it's not. It's not a bit. This is how he is. And, listen, more power to him that he stays positive through all this. I'll give him that. But sometimes, for me, I don't want to fucking deal with the Chinese. I don't want to deal with North Koreans. I don't give a shit if they're nice to me or not. I mean, I understand that people can be nice to you, but that can change very quickly when some fucking guy comes up to you and goes, "You need to come with me." That's all it takes. One thing. and that's it. And you can say that about everywhere else, but the fact is it doesn't generally happen everywhere else, many other places.
I'm not
Being a
planning to
teacher
move
in
to
North
China.
Korea, teacher of what? What kind of teacher you want to be?
English.
English, okay. Is Chuck on the pay list for the payroll for the CCP? He is talking a lot about it, I guess.
You're the one that's talking about it. Scotty's talking about it.
Listen,
I
I
said,
already said I don't want to go
I
back to
could
China
handle.
ever.
I could handle living in China. It doesn't mean I want to or I like to.
Could I handle it? I could handle it. But
If someone
handling
offered
it
you
is
a job for $200,000 a year in China, would you live there?
no,
I would.
I wouldn't.
I would. Go instantly.
Why? You don't need the money.
No, it's a lot of money. I would take the money.
Good luck with that. Korean women are hot. Some of them are indeed very hot. Yeah. You know, and hope
That's
that
because they
makes
get all that
Longhorn.
plastic surgery.
I hope Longhorns feels good about that because I do agree. There are some very hot Korean women. There are very hot Thai women. There are very hot Vietnamese women. There are very hot. I don't know how many hot Cambodians there are. There are some very very cute Cambodians. There are some hot Filipinos, cute Filipinas. They're all over the place. Yeah, 200K. I mean, that's not really all that much when you figure that all the shit you're gonna go through.
I
If you
don't really
told me
consider it to be that bad
500K,
of shit.
if you told
And
me I had to be there for 2 years and I made $1 million, I'd probably be all right. I'll go. Yeah, for that I'll do it. And then I'd be like, all right, that's it. I'm done. I'm not doing anything else.
I've never been to any country in the world where I feel miserable because I just don't. I'm not a miserable person.
Yeah, but that's because no one has yet. There have not been people making you miserable yet. Think about in China. Think about in North Korea. They are made miserable by their government all the time. You are fortunate in that you are an American and that you can go there and you have a modicum of protection simply by being American. By the virtue of being American, you have some protection. People don't want to go after you from the government because they know it might be an international incident. Or you might just disappear and that's the end of Chucky. That's what you should think about. Hey, who's going to go after Chucky?
I could get killed in
What am
LA.
I
You
going to
know
do?
what? In the last 18 months, 50 yards away, there have been gunshots next to where I live, and I live in a very good neighborhood.
I think you're missing the point, Chuck.
My point is that every country has some risk.
Chuck, I know that probably more so than you. I know what you're talking about. I understand that. What I'm saying is those countries in particular are countries that they will go after you for damn near anything.
Well,
and
that's especially
you can't
North
do
Korea.
a fucking thing. You can't do anything. You are powerless. Because I'm telling you, the embassy is not going to save your ass. Believe that.
There is no embassy for America in North Korea.
Well, whatever. Consulate, whoever. Consular general.
There's nothing in North Korea.
Okay, well, what does that tell you? You're on your own, buddy.
Yes. I got yelled at one time when I was in North Korea. I got yelled at.
Chuck, have you gone to India?
Yes, I have.
Okay, did you like it?
I love it. Yeah.
You love it?
Yeah. I would be asexual though if I was there because they're not my type at all.
Well, we didn't ask about your sexual. That
No,
really,
but who I'm attracted
that's
to
the
is
icing on the cake.
No, but who I'm attracted to is very important regarding what country I'm willing to live in. It's a huge factor. It's a huge factor.
Uh-huh. Bob, can we hear you now?
It looks good what you're showing us. It's a little bit choppy, but it looks cool.
Bob, can we hear you? Well, this is Petaya. Chuck likes an adventure, leave him alone. I agree. He likes an adventure. Good for him. All I'm saying is that sometimes I think he has this pie in the, and I think a lot of people are like this. They have this mentality that everything's going to be great, everything's going to be fine, no matter what. I'll just be nice to everybody, and that's how they're going to be to me. And that's not how it is. You just haven't come across anybody who's like, "Hey, motherfucker, I don't like you. I'm going to go after you." And that could happen anywhere. You're right about that. So, I do give you props, because for somebody who's never had a fight in your life, and I know how you are when things get a bit aggressive, I think you've done very, very well for yourself in managing to travel without having those kind of issues happen to you. And maybe some of it's luck, maybe some of it is about you.
Well,
And your
I'm good. I'm
personality,
good
your
at
demeanor.
negotiating, so I'm good at talking to people because that's what I do for a living.
Seriously, Chuck, I have seen American YouTubers living in China being physically attacked by Chinese. Listen, like I said, in Hong Kong, there were Chinese that went after Hong Kongers, and they would have went after me as well. Simply because the person had a sign up saying, "We want our 5 demands met." So, they are willing. And the thing is that most of
I
them
wouldn't
couldn't.
be holding one of those signs.
Well, here's the
So,
thing. Most of the Chinese people who were doing that they had no, they were lucky that the Hong Kongers were civil, because that was very tame. That was a tame situation. I knew that going in, it was going to be relatively tame. So I wasn't in all that much danger. I did know that. But they're very lucky, because, like, in the United States, if they did something like that, somebody's going to bash them. They're going to get fucked up. They're not going to be allowed to say those things and do those things to people because they're simply holding a sign up. People are going to be like, "What do you mean? Screw you. I'm going to do whatever I want." And, that people expect that freedom. And this is the thing. In the West, people expect the freedom. In the East and in other parts of the world, that freedom has to be fought for. So, Bob, go back a block. Nice girl on the corner. Can you hear us, Bob? Or do you just, if you can hear us, stick your finger in front of the camera and give us a thumbs up? Okay. Okay, yeah, I like that. He gave us the bird. Chucky had people harass him in New York, remember?
yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
it's a good memory.
Yeah,
You
and
have a
you
great
kind of
memory.
got out of that one. What do you do? Just walk away?
Yeah, I walked away.
Chucky had a guy harass him in Nepal too.
More than in Nepal. Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy was a little shit. He was nothing. He was not scary at all in the least. He was not the kind of guy that
I
really
was
needed
not
to be
afraid. I
starting
was
shit.
not afraid of him. I was concerned about the people in the neighborhood are going to take his side. That's what I was concerned about, not him.
Yeah, I wasn't all that concerned about that.
You could have kicked his ass in less than 10 seconds. You would have crushed him.
It would have taken one punch, probably. I mean, he was nothing. He was just a.
And I
He's
have a
an
perfect record
idiot.
of not fighting, so I would just tell you to do it. I'd say, Scott, kick his ass.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go there because Chuck says, "Scott beat his ass." Yeah, okay.
But I just,
You
I'm
got to be
worried
very
about.
careful.
I'm worried about the neighbors. The neighbors
Yeah,
ganging up on us.
rightly so.
Because
But I didn't
I
see
saw
that was going to be a big problem.
In Thailand, I saw a Swedish guy who was 6'5" and was so buff and toned, it was unbelievable. And he got his ass kicked by about 20 teenagers, and he was fucking bleeding all over the place.
Yeah, it happened.
And he was drunk off his ass. He said, "Dude, why'd they do that to me? They're little shits. They're just nothing but little shits. But I'm bleeding, right, dude? I'm bleeding. Fuck.
I've seen it happen quite a few times, especially when you're dealing with alcohol. That's when
He was very fucking drunk.
Well, that
extremely
doesn't
drunk.
help.
I
Here we
mean,
go. Let's see if we can do this.
this
Here.
guy was huge, like extremely athletic and toned body, and really tall and young.
Let's see if I can fix this. There we go.
Cool.
All right, now it looks like what is this? Soy 25? Yeah, soy 25. There we go. All right. That's nice.
Cool.
Question for Scott. Have the American fast food places in Thailand made the Thais fatter? Yes. I
Oh,
believe so.
you know what? In the
Have my
time I was
opinion, but
gone
I want
since
to
the
hear yours.
pandemic,
What?
in the time I was gone since the pandemic, I felt like many Thai people gained weight, like a huge number
Well, it's not
from
only Thai
stress.
people, man. It's everybody. You know, a lot of people
Yeah,
gain weight.
everybody, but I was really
But
surprised by the Thais.
but that's not really the question. The question is about the fast food joints. And
Hmm.
yes, I do believe they have made Thais on the whole larger.
And they're
China
buying
is
a
a
lot of
hostile
desserts.
environment for Westerners in general, but up to you, Chuck. That's my point. It's generally hostile. I mean, they're not going to be hostile just walking down the street most of the time. They're not out to get you from the get-go. That's not how it works. That's how a lot of places are. They're too busy doing their own thing. They're not going to just run after you and beat your ass. However, if you get into a situation where you're buying something and you disagree and you've been standing around haggling with them and they get pissed off and next thing you know, boom, you know, it's on. In a crowd, you have to nail the first street urchin. Street urchin. I think that urchin is what I think he's trying to say. Really hard, and they all run away. Yeah. Well, you hope so. I've been in a couple of fights in my day, and looking back, I'm fortunate that I never really got seriously hurt. I had a guy pull a knife on me when I was 18 years old. I've there have been some sticky situations, but um, it's really better. What are you doing, Bob? Bob needs to learn how to just mount the friggin' camera and leave it there.
Yeah, but you know what? I really like seeing Bob's video on the stream because we're talking about Thailand and now we get to see it. But he does need
Yeah,
to
that's
stabilize
much
the
better.
camera.
Yeah, well, stabilize the camera, Bob, not straight up and down. What in the fuck are you doing, Bob? That's fine. Just leave it like that. Can you mount it on anything? I thought you had a little mount. Is that still the Chinese the little Chinese camera you got, or what is that? Yeah, look at that. There we are. Now we're in Pattaya. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Let's
this
all
is
give
cool.
Bob a big hand. Woo woo! All right, let me see here. Let's go back to the comments. We can comment. Okay, Urchin. Guys, he lives in California. He's used to oppressive governments and tyrant leaders. Talk about Chinese. Is it true that they are buying many businesses and condos in Pattaya? I don't know. Has your anger issue? What anger issue is? What anger issue is that? Has it got better with years? Yes. Or
Imagine what it was like when he was 24.
yeah. Or have you just learned to take it? Well, I have learned to take it, and I've also learned that it's not the most effective way on dealing with situations. And really, the way that you should go through life thinking is you don't want to get in a physical confrontation unless you absolutely cannot do anything else. That's my own
Yeah,
particular
because
view
nowadays,
now.
especially in the USA, they can sue you.
Well, they could have sued you back in the day. They could still sue you. You hurt somebody, you break their jaw or something. But also, how many 60-year-olds or 50-year-olds really need to be rolling around on the street fighting with somebody?
Right.
It's not the right way to do things, it just isn't.
Mhm.
So, I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
They are buying condos. Yeah, the Chinese. Yeah. I usually buy the company and fire them. Thank you for doing that, Stephen. I really appreciate it. Yeah, ever since that trip to Hong Kong, listen, when I went for boxing, I didn't really have any problems with the Chinese there. I knew that they would be a certain way, and I knew how things were. And you just go with it. It's not your country. You don't, and that's another thing. When you go outside the bubble, then you're going to have to. There are going to be certain aspects of outside the bubble that you may not like, which is why there are things in Thailand I don't like. And I always say that, and there are those people. Oh my God, you can't, why do you want to live there then? Oh, you know what? Bob is muted. Can I unmute him? Yes, Bob. Can you hear me now? Well, maybe he's muted because nothing's working. I don't know. Anyway, yes. Thank you very much for the driving tour.
Hey, Bob, the guys watching this want you to find the hotties. Hottie alert, okay?
Oh, they want the hottie alert. I am getting on a board of Chinese company now because of my background, and they need my help desperately.
Cool.
Flying into Hong Kong is something else. I feel like I'm in a Bond movie, but I'm not going through there anymore as long as things are as they are. Remember when I went there the first time, that was my first time in Hong Kong. I'd never been to Hong Kong before. And I really liked the place, and I liked the people. I thought they were really friendly, very, very cordial. I thought they were fantastic, actually. I thought the people were really, really cool. And, from when I first got there until I went on my last trip and left, which was, I think, back December 9th of was it 2020 or 19? I think it was 2019. My feeling for up till now, my feeling is exactly the same. I still think it's a great place, great people. I don't like what the government is doing. I don't like what the Chinese, what they're doing. I just don't. Yeah, I just don't like it. That's what I'll say. I don't like it. Bob, can you hear me? No, he doesn't hear me. I guess he.
I find to be true in our humanity is that humans tend to over exaggerate racism against their ethnic group. Even white people do it. And also people tend to over exaggerate risk, and they don't know how to evaluate and calculate what real risk is. Half the white guys I know in Thailand tell me that they think the Thais are racist against them, and I think it's ridiculous.
Chuck, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I got to think about that for a second because they can be extremely racist.
In what way?
And I mean, look at how they are when it comes to charging people.
I don't think that's racist at all.
Well, what do you mean? It has everything to do with your skin color and what you are there.
But America
you are different
has
from
things
them.
like that. I don't think that's racist.
If it's not something against your a person of color, then what is it? They have been racist against blacks for a long time. It's taken the time that I've been here. They have changed from being extremely racist towards black people now towards accepting them and being nice to them. They have changed.
I think in the past they were racist against black people, and they still are. But I'm talking about the world overall. Humans tend to think the world is out to get them. And I don't buy that. I don't believe the world is out to get me.
I don't know that people think that.
Many people do.
I don't know.
People complain about everything. People complain, I don't want to go to China. I don't want to go to Hong Kong. I don't want to live in California. If someone's liberal, I don't want to live in Texas. I don't want to live in
Maybe there's
Florida.
a fucking reason why, Chuck.
Because
you're just like, oh, whatever, I don't care. You're just like, whatever about everything. I'm not. Why the fuck do I want to go to China now?
I'm not trying to get you to go to China. I'm making a
Why
point
do I want to go
overall,
any
not
of
to
those
you,
places?
but to everybody that's watching.
No, but I'm saying, why the fuck would I go there now? After I see what the fuck's going on and how they are and what how their government is, and I understand if they don't want to come to my country, then fucking stay out. Fine, don't come to my country. I don't care. I really don't give a shit. Don't come. Doesn't matter.
China
I had issues with America as well, and American racism as well.
China is not a country that is on my list of where I want to live. But if they offer me like a cool job, like if they offer me a job as the president of a radio station or a television station, I would love to go there, and I can handle the weirdness of China.
You just said a little while ago that you would make it number 7, number 8, something like that.
Because it has to be an Asian country. It has to be an Asian country that I would live in. So right now, I would say number 1 is Taiwan. Number 2 is Thailand. Number 3 is Philippines. Number 4 is Vietnam.
You haven't been to the Philippines, have you?
Huh?
You haven't been to the Philippines yet, have you?
Oh, I've been there about 25 times.
Oh, okay.
So number 5 would be maybe South Korea. Number 6 would be maybe Singapore. Number 7 would be Hong Kong, and number 8 would be China.
Let me put it to you real simply.
Maybe China's number 10.
Let me put it to you very simply.
I
don't know how many countries. I haven't counted. I haven't taken the time to count how many countries are in Asia. But I will put it this way. China would be dead fucking last for me.
Well, it'd be close to last. But
it'd be last. Yeah. It'd be last, other than North Korea, but North Korea would be last. But
last, yeah. Because I would rather live in China than live in the USA because I love spending time in Asia. So, most of the Asian countries are higher than how I rank the USA. I'm not against the USA. I just like living in Asia more. I don't hate the USA. I think some people want to stay in the USA, and that's fantastic. But I just don't have this, thinking that, I just don't think people are out. I don't think I'm under grave risk, in many, many different countries. I don't think people are racist against me. I feel confident, when we went to Bangladesh, I feel like, people are really nice. One person gave me a dirty look out of all the people only, and it's like no big deal. I can handle it. So I'm not going to think negative like that. Think that everything is out to get me. And
did I think that way when I was there?
No. I'm just speaking in general, not about.
I'm just saying, it's when people are nice to you, it's very easy to think that way. It's when you get somebody who's really nasty to you there are people that travel and they have bad people. They have bad situations. They have things come up that make them feel. There are people that hate Thailand. I know people that they're like, fuck Thailand. I will never go there. They screwed me this way and that way and this way and that. And, I'm like, hey, man, I get it. I do get it. Because you know what? Here's the bottom line. And this is what no one wants to hear. We're not Thai. We never will be. I'm not Asian. I never will be. Right?
Yeah.
To some people, that matters.
Yeah,
to some people, that does indeed matter.
And then they're probably going to feel more comfortable in their birth country. And I don't like it that I don't like it that Thailand makes it so hard to get a permanent residency and get citizenship. You should have a Thai passport. I think that's horrible.
Yeah, I don't disagree, man.
You know, it's
Uh,
horrible.
you
You have a
know,
wife, you have kids.
well, I think that, if the United States were to implement some things that, like the way the Thais do, they'd have less problems with immigrants. But I also think there's a reason why America is known as a place for people to go to. And it's because of all these freedoms, because of the ability to be able to make it from another country with hard work or whatever. But for the most part, man, I mean, like all this stuff to me is, uh, I don't have any problem with anybody until they make a problem.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to get nasty with me, then I'll either leave or get nasty with them. That it's very simple. I mean, it's not something you don't have to react.
Mm-hmm.
But
In the USA, I've been assaulted 5 times.
well,
Nowhere else.
yeah, and
Luckily, it wasn't that bad. They just, slapped me or punched me.
well, why did you put up with that?
Because I didn't know if they had a gun or a knife on them, and I didn't act like a wimp. I didn't act like, victim. I just didn't. I de-escalate because they could have, if I had a billy club and there was people there to protect me, I'd fucking hit them over the head. But I don't want to make it worse,
Well, they might take that billy club away from you and do
Well,
a number on
if
you.
I had a way to get a little retaliation, I'd do it. It's like if my friends were with me and they held him down, I'd punch him. I wouldn't put him in the hospital though.
Yeah, I understand. But now let me ask you this. You see, here's the thing. What we're talking about, I've been trying to keep a loose theme here, which is living outside of the bubble. Now, you go to China, yeah, you're going to be living outside the bubble. But to me, that's like, why do I want to live there? I would rather go to Europe if I was going to go somewhere different from here and from in Asia. Now,
I'd rather live in China than Europe because there's almost no Asians in Europe.
Yeah, but see, you're thinking about your dick. That's the thing.
No, I'm thinking about my love life of who I'm attracted to.
But
if I was in a relationship and my partner wanted to move to Europe, I'd say,
you're saying wait a minute, you're saying you can't have anybody unless they're Asian.
That's pretty much true. Yeah. Pretty much.
I like to hear the people in the stream. I like to hear their thoughts on that because, quite honestly, it never really mattered to me. Bob, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're very flexible. I don't know why. I just really like Asians a lot. When I'm in
a country, can you speak? No, I got nothing. Even with the mute off, I got nothing.
I need to get a glass of water.
All right. Yeah, so what was I going to say? Oh, Asian persuasion, yeah. Scott, you finally have brought out the aggressive side, Chuck. Yeah, he's got the yellow fever bad. Yes, and I think it's because he likes the little petite guys, which, I don't even want to get into that. There are a full few Philippines in Europe. What are you doing, Nick? Oh, okay. Chuck, honestly, I do not know what to say. Neither do I. Yeah, I mean, listen. A lot of times it's proximity. With Chuck, he's got this thing in his head where he's got to have this Asian. He wants to have an Asian. It's only Asians. Now, I don't know if it's the whole petite thing. He likes the little, which I understand. I don't want some chick who's 6'5" and 180. I wouldn't want that. That's just me. I don't want it. I don't care if she's Asian or European or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I wouldn't want it. I just don't. But I've never been one to say, well, I only want some Asian chick. Now, I do prefer the Asian mentality in relationships. I do like the fact that they tend to be a little less verbal and less loud than than some like Europeans. Some Europeans, you know, they want to be a little loud. So let's see. All right, Chuck, you are back.
I'm
Hang on.
back.
Let me see something. I got to refresh this real quick. Okay, let me do this here.
I think people really, I would think so. I would think that people really enjoy seeing these videos that Bob does.
Well, in the beginning, I put a little video up of the wife eating the stuff, and I had planned the other day to have a background of the beach, of various beaches that I've been to, and it just didn't work out because I didn't get things rendered in time, and all this, because I was pressed for time. But I think it is a bonus to have Bob driving around and showing. People like to see that, so that's great. Now you get to see what's going on.
I think most people watching
Yeah.
want Bob to walk around in Bangkok University.
Well, that's not funny, Chuck, but
They're 18.
Chuck, come on, man.
They're 18.
So, what does that mean?
So,
And he's 62.
yeah,
He
well,
lives in Pattaya. Why would he go to Bangkok University? Don't be an idiot. All right? Yeah, Chuck, are you high?
No,
is
I'm not.
disturbingly naive. Yeah, exactly. That's my own opinion as well. He could be naive sometimes. A good picture, but we need to get him a new camera. He has a good camera, Steven. He really does. Bob has a good camera. It's not that. I don't know what he's doing now, if he's just sitting there or what the deal is. I have no clue. No, now he looks like he's moving a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what the hell he's doing. All right, there he's moving. Yeah. It might be the connection. I don't know. This is the other thing. Bob, he knows enough to be able to show us the video and what's going on, and that's good.
I think he needs a faster internet package because it's really
I don't
choppy.
know what he's got. I got no idea. I mean,
but even though it's choppy, it's still cool to see.
Yeah, of course. I just
Bob could do this in Kiev too. He could probably get paid really well from CNN for doing this.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I would do it.
You would.
You're damn right I would. But I need some money up front. I'm not going to go there and piss away my own money. For what? To die?
Mm-hmm.
You might die. That's the thing.
Of course. I would.
Yeah, out the front window, Bob, if you can you show a little bit out the front window? I believe right now we're on CNN. Yeah, CNN doesn't have any money right now. They're Chucky.
CNN's ratings are extremely low right now because they lost Cuomo. And, when you have like three shows.
CNN's ratings are extremely low because they are full of shit. That's why.
Well, their audience doesn't think they're full of shit. But when you lose a talent or two.
Now, that's why they don't have a fucking audience.
No. Their ratings have gone down more since Cuomo left. The same thing happened to Fox News when Bill O'Reilly left. When Bill O'Reilly left, it took 7 months, 8 months to rebuild the ratings. So, that's all it is. This is not a Fox News or CNN issue. If a show, just like Thursday night on a certain network, if they lose a really good show, it takes some time to rebuild. The ratings even for the other shows.
He's dirty? Why is he dirty?
Well, it's playing.
Right.
Rolling
He has
around
really intense eyes.
like a dog.
They're
He has
cool.
intense eyes. I was called by a PE group. What? What happened? To get involved in the purchase of CNN. Okay, take him. You can have him. How's Alex?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
He's good.
What?
Walking around
His
with
what?
the girl.
He's walking around with a girl.
Really?
Pretty.
She's pretty.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Cute.
You
Not
like her?
cute. Cute.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean like
It's love.
no.
Could
it's
just be the little puppy
friend,
love, friendship thing.
Because no one there, only him and her, so they walk around together in the yard.
That's what he wants you to think.
But the girls,
He's not that kind of person.
it's a girl. Look,
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
I think he's smart enough to know, like, oh, this chick likes me. Okay,
be
good.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
mommy, I don't want them to see me walking around.
What's her name? Oh, all right, I'm not gonna say it on the air.
So why are you happy that he like has a girl, but you're not happy?
Chuck doesn't date chicks. What are you talking about? He doesn't. Chuck is not heterosexual.
Because if I see the girl, I know exactly how she's gonna be. And your girl is
No, I don't have.
What about your girl is what? Nicholas's girl is what? Tell us about it. Tell us about it, mommy. No comment.
Hey, this is great having the family on the show.
Yeah, even though they're not in the video, that's fine.
Yeah.
Hey guys, do me a favor. Remember to leave a thumbs up, will you? Subscribe and all that good stuff. Look down in the description. I haven't been putting up anything, but do me a favor and do that. And I'm still trying to reach the number 50 for my what is it? The memberships for my YouTube. So go down in the description if you want to join. It's $1.99, $3.99, $9.99. Gennaro says hello, Bo. Chicks, come on, Bob. All westerns. I don't know what that means.
Hey, ask Bo if she thinks Thai people are racist against foreigners, like Falang.
Do you
What's
think? Wait a minute. Do you think that some Thai people are racist against Farang?
Not some, the majority.
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying, hang on. What do you think?
I think there's racist people everywhere.
He says, I think there's racist people everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
$20 from Stephen K. Pair character sliding on the floor on his knees saying goal. Oh, so it doesn't show up in this thing. Oh, but thank you, Stephen. Thank you very much. Go! It's got a little goal in there. So it just tells everything. It tells the words there. I'm using the Melon app at Bob's behest because they had a special. It was only $5 instead of 15. I'm like, $5 and it's forever. I'm like, okay, $5, I can do this. That's fine. So thank you, Bob. And thank you, Stephen Choke D. Parrot character sliding on the floor on his knees saying goal. Very nice. I appreciate that. I did not know Chuck is not into chicks.
That's right.
Well, Chuck is not into chicks, but Bo, real quick, do you think that there are Thai people that are racist against foreigners? How about the government?
No.
No? Well, maybe that's coming from someone who's not a foreigner. I don't know. Anyway.
No, there's a big problem all around the world.
What they're both saying now is, wait a minute. What they're saying now is maybe the Thais just want the money from the foreigners. Which that is true.
Well,
but
maybe
it's not true.
Maybe they want to be friends with the foreigners that are nice. So maybe they're talking to foreigners that are not nice and foreigners that are ugly because they want the money, but they would love to talk to a good-looking, very friendly, kind foreigner.
I don't know, but that really has all that much to do with it.
No, what I'm saying
is money above looks, Chuck. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bob Bob got popped off. Somebody probably called him or something. I don't know. Hang on a second. Let's just if he comes back on, we'll bring him back on. Let's see here. 18 to 22 have less bad habits. I don't know what that means. You talking about 18 to 22-year-olds, women,
In China?
female?
In China,
I
that
think
would be
you're talking
true.
about in Thailand.
Oh,
Bob's deal, that tells me everything I need to know. Bob left. It's more nationalism than racism. Well, yeah, that might be true because they are very nationalistic. Uh,
and I would say
but
Prayut, the
this is the
current
thing. If you want to
dictator,
be
is very
nationalistic in
nationalist.
America, why can't you say "Make America Great Again"? What's wrong with that? Tell me, Chuck. Enlighten me.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay. So then, why is it that other Americans give people shit because they want to make America great again?
Because
Obviously.
both sides have weird little things they believe in that are a waste of people's time.
Well, it is a waste
And
of time.
both liberals and conservatives irritate me.
I found the Thai government easy to work with even today. Yeah, I don't know about that. I can, I don't know what you've been doing, and you don't have to get into it, but I can tell you I've done a few things with the Thai government, and there were times that things were very, very easy and they went very well, and there were times when they were not very accommodating and just were like flat out no, 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 no. In some places, they may want to exploit foreigners. That being said, I overpaid a street vendor in Cha'am, and she chased after me to return my money. Yeah, it really depends on the person you're dealing with. I don't want to say that like all Thais are racist. I'm not going to say that. That's not true. I don't believe that, and you'll never hear me say that. I do believe some of them are, and I do believe that some are jaded by the tourist, and so that's why they're like, man, this guy's going to come over and talk to me, and then he doesn't even want to buy anything, you know. And so I think after a couple hundred of that times of that happening, they're just like, hey, you know, I'm not going to be so friendly anymore. What is this? America was already great before. I agree with Fire Dude. Yeah, America was already great. Long live to America and capitalism. They need me more than I need them, and I kind of look at it the same way. I view it as it's an honor to be allowed to stay here and live here. It is an honor to be able to do that, to have a country welcome you and be able to stay in their country when you think of it that way. However, that goes both ways. And, I think if you are decent to them and they were to treat you like shit, then what are you doing here? So for the most part, you're better off. If you don't like it here, go somewhere else. And so that's why, some people can be blatantly racist, or you can call it nationalistic in some cases. You can call it about the money in other cases. But if it was that bad, I wouldn't still be here. And I wouldn't be married to a Thai. She thinks differently than I do about some things. And, we don't always agree on things. But generally, it has nothing to do with, oh, you're Thai and I'm not. And, Asian culture for the most don't have time for the love of the West. It's used to all it's about the money for the most part. If you know that, you will be fine. Pretty much. I agree. Both sides are always in a pissing match. I am like a referee. I am neutral. I think neutrality has its merits for sure. Can Chucky read the comments? Well, he can if I do this. You see that, Chucky? Here's another one. What, they're coming in fast.
I can read some comments here on the right.
Okay, well then I don't need to put these up then.
Yeah.
I have to work the Thai government all the time. They do make things overly complicated and tons of red tape in hopes that the brown envelope solves the problem. Yes. Great
and they
attitude.
do that for Thais too.
Anytime you're a minority in the country, you are a minority in a country, there will always be that issue. And, here's the thing. And I know some people don't like to hear this, but it is about tribalism. You're back. I don't see your video there. Your video there, Bob. It is about tribalism. Look at, I mean, honestly, I will be friends with anybody as long as they're decent to me. I don't care what color they are. I don't care if they're Chinese, really. If they're decent to me, I will be friends with them. I may not be, like best friends or something like that because that takes time. But I'm not opposed to being friendly with people simply because they are from a particular place. The same could be said with North Koreans or Russians. And I had a great time in Russia when I went. And I remember somebody gave me shit because I was wearing a shirt that Russian guy had given me, and I had another one that I bought in the airport, and it said on, I don't remember if it said USSR or whatever the hell it was. It said something, and the guy was pissed off, and I was like, "What are you mad about? Don't be mad because it doesn't do any good. What's the point of that? You don't have to wear the damn shirt. I do, and if you don't like it, too bad. Oh, there you go. Okay, Bob is back. Oh, and his video is looking extremely clear. Now let me see if I can do this here. Oh, what happened? It didn't. There we go. All right, we're back now. Bob, thank you. Well, this has been a great stream. I'm glad to hear that, Jim. Everybody hit that button. Yeah, smash that like button. Become a member. Join the YouTube channel. Let me see here. What's that other one here that I got to push the button in? PayPal. PayPal's still good here for at least another 10 days. After that, I don't know. It may or may not be all that good. Bob, can you hear me? Or is that you, Chuck? You got a fan on you or something?
No, no fan.
It's got to be Bob.
Yeah, it sounds like a car running.
Yeah, it's Bob. Can you hear me, Bob? Bob's got technical difficulties. But at least we can hear the sound of the wind. As an American, you cannot do a brown envelope. Well, you don't do a brown envelope, but you might have to do a payoff. I've had to do a couple in my life here. There's a way to try. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. YouTube is a tribal thing. Russian is not attacking Ukraine. It's Putin. Well, they're following his they are following his instructions, which they're doing because they have to. If they don't, then what? They die. Nice beach view. Zach, how you doing? Zach with the same last name as me. I love your openness to experience, Scott. Bob upgraded his internet package, Chuck. He heard you. Bob,
Cool.
window noise. I'm going to take this off because it's covering up the very important thing, the PayPal, and then the, what's the other one? I didn't put the membership, but the join button's down below the video window. So Stephen K, he got 20 gigabytes, but he has a Nokia with 2G. Stephen K, no, it's me. It's the distributors take care of all that. Yeah, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. So check this out. Yeah, it looks nice there. And there are some people out. Looks like they're getting ready. They're gearing up though. They're getting ready. So like I said, maybe 4 months or so. Maybe things will be fine and dandy then. Yeah, that's much better like that. I mean, I'd like to have Bob's up there horizontally, but this is good. There you go. All right, now he's showing you guys some things. After all these years living and traveling in Thailand, Scott, is there a place in Thailand you haven't been that you would love to go? I don't know, but hey, Bo, is there somewhere that you think that we would love to go that we haven't been, or that like, some island or something like that that I haven't thought about? Because there's not many places I haven't gone here that I really want to go badly. Where? Satun? Oh, Satun, yeah. I don't know if I think I've been through there, but oh yeah. So there you go, Satun. Stop, Bob, and back up. Trang. Well, I've been to Trang. I've been there before. Remember, I had to go there, but I only went there to go to Koh Chang. You know. Oh, that's the one in the south. Oh, you're talking about the one in the east, Trang. I always get them mixed up. No, I'm not talking about Trang in the south. Kopayam, Koh Chang. There was this Koh Chang in the south that I went to before. Remember? Yes, there is. I went there, Bo. Don't you? Don't you remember? There's one in the east and one. I don't know what you mean. They're not the same. No, there's two. I know, and I went to the one in the south that is Koh Chang. I went there. I went there.
No.
Well, what was it that I went to? What? Where did I go then? You want me to show you on the map?
Gas is $6 a gallon in LA.
Hang on.
How much is gas in Thailand, Scott?
No idea. How much is gas in Thailand, Bo? You know? You're gonna see, Bo. Let me see here.
Spin around.
Oh, now I can hear you. Very nice. Okay, Trang Archipelago. There is this. I'm telling you, there is one in the south. It's next to Kopayam. It is right next to Kopayambo. I went there before. And I always have to tell people, not the one in the east, the one in the south. I can't believe you don't remember that I went there. I did go. Let me find a name.
What are you doing?
Cashew. Okay, Tony. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Cashew Hotel, Batang. No, not what's it. Okay. It says District and Trot. But there is a Koh Chang in the south. It's by Trot. I said Trot. Oh. I'm not trying to fight with you. You're right, honey. You're right. Don't worry. You're right. Let me see here.
Did I see a
I gotta
marijuana
read
place?
some of these messages. Hey, Chucky, what's happening? Where does Bo warn you not to go? Where should I not go? Down in the south, what do you call it? Down there in the far south, Patumtani, Naratiwat. I'm sorry, Patani. Yeah. And where Yala? Yeah. All the places in the south. I mean, I've been through there, but never stopped. I didn't stop; just went right through. Sungai Kalog. I did go there, but I just went to. I did. I went to go across the border, Bo.
So you passed it.
Yeah, but I had to go through. I went through. Oh God, she's a stickler, man. Let's see. Stop, Bob, and back up. Many countries already declared COVID endemic. I do not know what the hell is the Thai government waiting for to do the same. It is all a bad joke parody. I think they're doing it in increments. 38 baht for 91. I don't know what that means for 91. Right now it is 32.45 baht to the dollar. And what am I looking at? Let's see. Oh, this is, oh God, they just saw this. I'm actually watching your stream right now. That's Soy Dog Cowboy. I guess he was in earlier. Stream over? No, Bob, it's not over. We're right here and you're still with us. Would you like to catch up again in a few days? Possibly, possibly, maybe. Yes. That was Andrew. And what is this? The Ghost of Kiev. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Let me go on here. There is one. Most people don't know it. But I'm not going to. What is gas price in Thailand and Los Angeles? Well, I don't know Los Angeles. I think she just said what the gas price is. Thai standoff? No, she can win. She wins. $6. Wow, Florida is $3.35. Will be $4.50 in 2 weeks. So Chuck, you'll be at $7 to $8, Chuck, for you. I bought a lot of futures a couple of months ago. Is the South really that dangerous? It can be, but generally you're going to be okay. But again, you never know. It's more dangerous than the rest of Thailand. Let's put it that way. God, sounds like you need a family circle of trust meeting. Has any of you watched the documentary My Thai Bride about a dude from? Dude, that's in my that video is in my members section of my website, and it is the video that I was talking about. That it was called "My Thai Wife Scam," where the guy got involved with some girl he shouldn't have, and he got scammed. You know, I mean, he let himself be scammed. He was an idiot, but you know, he barely knew the girl. But that is the video. That documentary is in my. It's in my members section somewhere. It's been many years since that came out, but it was one of the. In fact, it's one of my. The video I made talking about it has almost 900,000 views. That's like the most popular video I have. So there we go. Bob, can you hear me? Yeah, but speak.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, there you go. Now I can hear you fine.
Man, my phone, I just need a new phone. Dropped it too many times.
I guess. I don't know.
I've dropped my phone at least 100 times.
Maybe you need a better case.
Oh, my case is fine. The phone is not injured, but the insides of the phone are probably injured.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Did you see that guy driving the wrong way on Beach Road?
No, I didn't.
He was right in front of me. He's in the truck. I was on Beach Road. He's coming for me, and he's telling me I'm going the wrong way, and everybody's telling him to move and turn around.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, and he's got like 4 people in there, and they're all talking like nothing's happening.
God bless you, Chucky. You want to say hello, Bo?
Hello.
Oh, I meant Chuck. Chuck, you want to say
Hi,
hello,
Bo.
Bo?
Hi, Chuck.
Great to have you on the show today.
Well, actually, Bo, I put the video of you eating the noodles. I clipped out like 30 seconds of it, a minute, where you're going, "This is baby," and I put it up in the beginning. What are you eating, Nicholas?
Chicken.
I thought it was bacon. I was like, I didn't know about bacon. Chucky is doing the microwave. What's cooking, Chucky?
Wow, you can hear that?
Yes, we heard it. We always hear you
Wow.
eating, Chuck. We hear your lips smacking and your gums chomping. We hear it. We hear
That's
it all.
funny. That's very funny.
Where'd the cat go? Oh. All right, so yeah, getting back to the whole bubble thing. We are the bubble boys, the people who live here. You can, if you come over here. Listen, some people are more out of things than others. I'm really about as much out of it as I can get. Simply because it's been so many years that there are people that still remember me, and if I was to call them or get a hold of them, they'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" But life changes over that many years. Things change, and so it's inevitable that if you live here for any length of time, you are going to find yourself at least on the outer edge of the bubble. Go ahead, Chucky.
This is for
Tell me,
Bo.
talk to me, Chucky. This is for Bo. Okay. Oh, that's tomorrow.
So for you, Chuck, that would be 2 days away.
That's happy birthday.
Huh?
That was happy birthday.
Yes.
She says thank you. She's 21. She's with this old man. She's 21 years old.
Happy birthday from us to you.
Wrong
Don't play
song.
that.
Huh?
You can't play that.
Demonetized.
What'd you say?
Demonetization.
Oh, that
If you
song
play
is
the
not.
other song. What's the name of that
It's
song?
only 5. That was 5 seconds long.
I
5
understand.
seconds too long.
I'm just saying, don't play it. What's the name of that song again?
Oh, the last one that played. My name is Michael. I got a nickel.
I thought that was some other pop song or something. Your birthday was last week, huh, Steven? How old are you now?
A week older than last week.
You're old enough to know. Well, actually, Bo is 22 now. So I'm very, very fortunate in that regard.
Wow, now she's finally legal.
Yeah, she's finally old enough to drink. I'm going to have to give her a beer.
Yeah.
56, really? So I'm older than you are. Son of a bitch. Now I really feel old. Bob, are you having fun driving around?
Yeah, I actually am. I like scaring these people on motorcycles.
Is it
Because now I got this
relaxing?
huge vehicle. Yeah, it
Oh,
actually does relax me.
What are you in, the Fortune or whatever the hell it's called?
Fortuner, yeah.
Yeah, Fortuner. Oh. Damn, I can't believe I'm older than you, Steven.
Oh, Steven's just lying.
Maybe.
Don't trust
but,
anything that guy says.
the demographic on this channel has gone up over the past few years. Now I got
Here's one
from
for you, Chuck.
35 to 65, with a very few people over 65, and there's almost no people under 35. So that's the way it goes. What are you gonna do?
I got to let these motorcycles go by here.
All right. Well, What are you
Hang
on
on a
right now?
second. I'm on Soy Bacal right now.
Oh,
Started
okay.
at the end at Paddy Thai. Now I'm headed back toward the
Do
other
you
end.
have a do you have a do you have a mount so that you don't have
For
to?
Well, the problem is if I put it on a mount, you're going to get all the jarriness and shakiness and all that stuff
Oh, you got to get
because the
yourself a
car.
good mount. You got to get yourself a good mount so that won't happen.
Well, but there is no mount that takes out the jarriness unless you have.
No, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there isn't. I mean,
If
What are
your
you
phone
using your
has
so
phone?
good stabilization, it
Yeah,
will
there are
get
things
the
you can
phone.
get, Bob, but they might be. I don't know if how. Hang on a second. What is this?
the one
Do
I
you have an
clipped to.
Oh,
iPhone?
Yeah, but the iPhone stabilization isn't as good as you think.
Okay.
But now, for instance, the DJI phone,
no,
the
we
DJI,
already have True. Might been lying. Go me
if you
Leo.
have DJI, the camera stabilization rock steady is amazing. I mean, I
Cool.
use that when I clip it to my ceiling here, by the roof of the car, and it
Uh-huh.
works great. But it doesn't
Yes,
have any
you're over
phone
there.
function, so I
Right.
can't live stream with it.
I see.
Mm,
So
well,
that's until they come out with a phone that has really good stabilization, like
no, but there's a
those.
way, man. Believe me, I've seen other
Actually, yeah,
people.
there is, but the rig is bigger than my car.
You know what you need is you need a hot girl to ride with you, and she can hold the camera.
Oh God, no,
Yeah,
he
you
doesn't
got
need
that
that.
right.
He doesn't need that.
Well, I mean, I can hire her. I don't need to.
Yeah,
I pay her to leave. I mean, that's the way to
yeah.
go around here.
You just get. What is it, lady? Hello.
Hello.
Fucking True. Don't call me again, you bastards. Bother me
Well,
enough.
just tell her, hey, I really want to talk to you. Give me your home phone number. I'll call you back.
Yeah, that'll go over real well, Bob.
Well, but that way, she'll realize, hey, I'm stupid.
That's never gonna happen. She'll
I
never
guess that's
realize that.
I guess that's true with Thai people. Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to the bubble and the news. Like I said earlier, the big news is that the body of the missing actress has been found. A lot of Thai people wanted to know what happened to her. Her
I
nickname
thought
is
she
Tango. She
fell
fell
off the
off the boat
canoe.
and they found her body, and she is gone on to the afterlife.
Oh shit.
Very
So that's
sad. Thai people
sad.
need to
Very
learn how
sad.
to swim.
Well, at least have a life
Well,
preserver for God's sakes.
she
Well,
didn't have
that
her
too.
life. She didn't have her life vest on. I don't know if she knew how to swim or not. Do you know?
Who the hell can swim in that
She
river
went in the
anyway?
propeller. The propeller cut her leg. Her
Ah.
leg.
Ouch.
Her legs.
Her legs were split.
Ew.
One of her legs. Okay, so there you have it. Straight from the Thais in the know. They know
Damn,
what's
I would
going
have.
on because my wife follows this stuff religiously. She likes to know what's going on in the news here.
I'll
So,
Well,
bet you the boat driver was drunk.
well, the boat driver didn't have a license apparently, any kind of license to be operating a vehicle,
Right.
a boat. So I'm sure
and
that'll
it's
come
not easy
about.
to get those licenses here.
And
It's real easy
and
to get a car license.
well, and the other thing is, it was after 10 o'clock at night. I don't know if she was drinking or not, though. She was drinking wine,
Hmm.
so she could have been a little tipsy. She fell in. She freaked out. She got hit by a current, hit by the boat, and then that probably really freaked her. I mean, I can only imagine. That's a horrifying way to go. You know, another person who that happened to was Natalie Wood. Supposedly, that's what happened to her, and I loved her when I was a kid. I thought she was the most beautiful woman when I was a little boy. Splendor in the Grass and Gypsy. What was her name? Was it Gypsy Rose or Gypsy or whatever the hell it was? She
And
was in
now
that
the most
movie.
beautiful woman is Bo.
You better say yes, Scott.
Yeah, she's the most beautiful woman. Hey, did you happen to see the most beautiful girl in the world.
Oh, demonetized.
What is it? And if you love her, yeah, that was Charlie Rich. Remember that song?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There you go.
Yep.
All right. Well, listen, guys. I think this course has run its stream. Can you
And
believe
I have
it?
to go
3
too.
hours. Where are you going? It's
I'm
late.
going
It's
to a
past your
bar.
bedtime. Chucky, you cannot be going out at midnight. It's like, what are you
No,
doing?
it's 9 o'clock.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Okay.
I'll be
That's right.
staying
You're on the
out
West
until
Coast.
about 2.
I forgot
Why
about
can't
it.
he go out? They don't have a curfew over there.
Chucky has a curfew, though.
Only places over here close at 11.
I'm joking.
Ridiculous.
Chucky has a curfew because, you know, we know he's going to be a bad boy. That's why.
When I was in Thailand,
Uh-huh.
the large discos were closing at 1 in the morning.
Oh, there you
And
go.
those were
Just
all
get
the
them all
gay
in trouble.
Huh?
Those were the gay discos because the bars and the places like in the nightlife here in Bangkok, they were not open. Most of them were, and you know, but the pubs started opening, and you know, things have opened up. And in Pattaya, it's a little bit different. And I believe in Phuket now more is open, so that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Just you know,
Phuket,
give
yes,
it
but
more
Pattaya
months.
is a real problem. They're still closing stuff down at 11.
Well,
If
you
they
know,
catch you,
got the governor there who doesn't want to open up, and I don't get it, but you know,
he's not being bribed enough yet.
yeah. Hang on, let me read these here before we sign off. Can you tell us what most expats do for a living in Thailand? Example: 40% are retired, 40% are business owners, 20% are teachers. You know, it's just really hard for me to say, man. But
I haven't
um,
met any working expats.
there are quite a few retirees here. There are some business owners. So I would say there's far less business owners than retirees. And
Well,
yeah,
there's a
there are some
lot of real
teachers.
estate.
There's a lot of guys doing real estate now. You know, some do well and some fail. I know a couple that failed. Um,
Yeah, but you don't need a
but
license. You don't need anything.
but
You
the
can
but the
walk in and
teachers
sell.
but the teachers they are I don't know. I think the numbers have dropped off, and you know, it used to be very easy to become a teacher, and the money is really dog shit for the most part. Unless you're teaching at a university, your earnings are not going to be very good. The Russians bombed the Ukrainian oil depots tonight. Great for me, but sad for the world. Yeah, that's pretty sad what's going on over there. Don't have a license. What a shocker. Yeah. What's the average total monthly expense living in Bangkok? You're asking the question. The average total monthly expense. It's all up to the person. I mean, my monthly expenses, I can guarantee you, are not the same as some guy who's single who doesn't go out that much and he's just living in a cheap little place. But you know, it's more about what the Thais are earning. And I think the last I looked, it was around the median income was something like 27,000 a month. So, Scott, not old enough to remember those songs or movies. Uh huh. So I think that one song was "I Like the Ice Cream." Remember that, Chuck? The
Mm-hmm.
one you were, my name is Michael or something. It's
Mm-hmm.
my name is Michael. I like the ice cream. Da
Mm-hmm.
da da
I've
da
got a
da
nickel.
da da. Da. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so something to that effect. I don't know.
I got a nickel. I want a
Anyway,
tickle. What was that?
Bob,
Yeah.
mind always in the gutter, Bob.
Hey, I have earned the right at my
If you
age,
say so. If you say so.
and I've
Anyway,
worked enough and paid my dues.
Bob,
Where's
thank
Bob
you.
from? Where's Bob from? Bob, where are you from? What city?
Originally, I was born in Cuba, man.
Oh, you're kidding. Where'd you
Nope,
grow up?
Can we
Havana.
just keep this stream
Grew
going?
up in Chicago.
You're
Okay,
welcome,
cool.
Captain Good Coffee.
Hang
So
on,
will
let
we
me go
just keep
down
this
soy
going
6 one
with
more
or
time,
without Chucky?
Huh?
I'm not in a hurry.
just so I
What?
can give everybody a soy 6 view again.
Do we want to continue here? Thank you very much there, Cats and Good Coffee at the buzzer. Or it might be at the buzzer. I don't know.
I have to
Might
take a
be
peek,
at the
so I
buzzer.
gotta go.
You
You
gotta
gotta
go?
Okay.
Okay, Chucky. Nice of you to join us. Say goodbye to Bo and say goodbye to Nicholas and Sid.
Rock now, Joop Joop.
Oh God, not again.
Bo just goes, ugh. Ugh.
Disgusting.
Rock na joop joop.
Rock that too.
Oh God.
Rock food.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that's the right word. Bye.
All right, Chucky, you take it easy,
Bye-bye.
man. We'll talk to you
Bye.
later. All right, nice of Chucky to join us there. I don't know. You guys want to keep going? It's up to you. I got a few minutes. No problem.
Well,
It's
you
up
know,
to you.
I can drive back to the newest restaurant on the beach here, and they have some really beautiful waitresses. You wouldn't believe it.
Well, are we gonna get to see them or?
Oh yeah, and the funniest thing is their names. Like, one of them is named Kitty, and one of them is named Lovely.
God,
So when
yeah.
they
I mean,
stand together, it's Lovely Kitty.
I got you.
And I couldn't believe it. So I made them stand together so I could take a picture.
All right. Well, how long will that take to get there?
At
A
least
couple
10
minutes.
minutes.
Okay.
At least 10. Because I got
Well,
to,
we have a
park.
few people left here. If they want to, watch, let me. I'm going to change things around here.
They were real nice last time I was there. I mean, it's
You
in
met
my
a Thai
building.
girl
So.
named Fan. Fan phone. I never heard.
Fan and Fawn.
I've never met one called Finn.
Oh, Finn never met. I've never met a Finn either.
No, but Fan. I think that I remember someone being called Fan and phone. A lot of phones. Bob, what
Yeah,
is
I
that?
remember a lot of phones. What is what?
What is that in the front of the
Oh, the mirror?
lens? Yeah, that's the you're blocking whatever is going on.
The car mirror.
Perfect right here.
Okay.
Straight ahead.
Okay. Should I hit this baby carriage?
Yeah, go ahead. Why not?
All right, here we go.
You get 10 points for that.
10? Come on, if there's a baby in it, you get 100.
There's only a maximum of 10 points. So what do you want?
I want 100.
Yeah. All right, I'm counting on this place being good, Bob, because we're losing people now.
Oh, yeah. It's
after 3 hours, people get a little tired of watching a stream.
Well, it's not that. It's not that.
The
It's
cat,
like
the
they're
cat
tired.
that you got to
It's-
see this. The cat, she's got the cat trained. She tells the cat, go, 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 go. And the cat will start to run towards the door with her. And then she turns around and walks back, and the cat turns around and walks back with her. Then she goes back to the door, and the cat walks back with her. Then back and forth, back and forth. Oh my!
Well, it gives the cat some exercise.
Who in the hell named it? Well, I mean, like you don't seem to know very much about Thai names, because what about the wonderful name Porn?
That's right. It's considered luck.
That's a very common name. It's a somewhat common name. I don't know how common it is anymore, but it's a fairly common name. And that's a hell of a lot worse, in my opinion, than fan or phone, Right, Nick?
What?
What's your girl's name? Okay. That's a common name. Ning. It's pretty common. Ning or Ying. Yeah. All right. Well, good to know Alex is joining the program. Look at this nice view here. Good quality in the stream.
Yeah, that $5 makes a difference.
Is that what you did? You got a different program or whatever, a different plan?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't use my.
Oh, you're talking about the $5 I paid for the software for the Melon app.
Yes.
Yeah, I may end up getting the StreamYard as well, just to compare them, the paid version, to compare them and see which one is
StreamYard
better. Because
is
I don't
expensive
want
for
to
1 month.
always do streams from home. I like to go out once in a while. I like to go from a different destination, which I can do this from a different destination if I'm seated. To use the browser, it doesn't work all that well. But um,
Well, you got to have like a pad. If you're going to
it's like
use these,
huh?
you would have to have a pad, like an iPad or a Android
No,
tablet or something if you're going to
I've
do
used
that.
it before, Bob. I've used this many times before with StreamYard,
I know, but
and
it would
I've
be
done
hard
it.
to see. Wouldn't it be hard to see the screen and stuff?
That's why I put my glasses on.
Oh God.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying. The bigger, the easier it is. But uh, it's a nice addition to be able to do something once in a while that's a little different, like bring people on. If anybody here would like to come on at some point, not today because we're at the end, towards the end of the stream, but what I'll start doing is I'll start, you can send me an email, and there's the email right there on the screen. You can send me an email, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you want to be on for, why you want to be on, and then I'll bring you on, and we can do
Oh,
this once in a while.
okay. You
Yeah,
see this place on the left, Playa here? Playa
yeah.
Bistro and Lounge. That's the newest place on Beach Road,
Oh, okay.
and
Oh,
that's
I
where
think didn't I come here?
you couldn't have because it just opened 2 weeks ago.
You mean the whole compound there, the complex?
No, the complex has been here, but that restaurant was closed.
No, yeah, I'm not talking about the restaurant. I'm not talking about the restaurant.
Okay, well, give me a little
You'll be
couple.
on soon. Okay, Jim. Good.
I've got to turn off the car and disconnect, and all those kind of things here.
Now, are you going to eat here at this place?
I was thinking it might be a good idea, at least to sit out front, because it does face Beach Road.
Uh huh.
So I could sit there and get a drink at least. But
Well,
food
yeah.
is really good, so I'll probably eat there and show you the menu and make you guys all regret not being here. Because the prices are really
Yeah,
good
well,
for the food.
you know how that
Except for the
goes.
tomahawk. The tomahawk was like, I think it was 1400, but holy shit, it was really good.
Huh.
Tomahawk is like almost a full 1,000 grams of beef.
Mm.
And they really do a good job of cooking. And
Hmm.
really good, so. I'm turning off the car here. I'm gonna head over there. Give me a second. I gotta keen it.
Bob is doing all this with the use of a cane,
That's right.
which
They call me Three Legs.
it makes it difficult for him to get around. But there you go. He's got the big cane there.
Just
So
wait till
Bob
I
goes
start.
above and beyond the call of duty.
That's right. Just wait till I start driving around in my banana. The
Okay.
three-wheel trike, the Honda trike I
Um.
got.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That
Forgot
thing
about
is so
that.
fun
Yeah, you got to do that.
because with the three wheels, it keeps me from falling over. Because
Yeah.
that's
Well, you
what's
don't
wrong
want.
with me
Yeah.
is my
You definitely.
balance.
We were talking about that. As you get older, you don't want to be taking too many spills because for some people it means the difference between being an invalid or being wheelchair chair,
Chair
wheelchair
bound.
bound
Yeah.
or even dying. So all right, look at this gold teddy bear. Isn't that nice?
Yeah. How
Too
about
bad
that?
Chucky's not here to say, look at the gold daddy bear.
Teddy bear. And here's one made out of tiles. Let me damage this camera.
All right. Yeah, the quality is pretty good on this video. surprised.
And I'm only at 480, not even at 720.
You know what? I didn't even change any of the settings again. I don't even know what they are right now.
Oh, really?
I didn't touch anything. There are rumors that Gazprom financial director was found dead by suicide in St. Petersburg. I have no idea who that is or what it. Why does it matter?
Oh,
A
that's a good
person
question.
named like an electrical device is funny to me. Yeah, but you got to understand that this is their language. So just like your language might have some words in them that people are like, "What the hell?" I mean, and you could say the same thing with the English language. There's some strange words in it. But
There
yeah,
you
I don't
go,
find
right on
that
the
to
beach.
be. I don't get that to be. See that as a strange name at all. Really, it's all the other ones. Like calling their nickname is Fatty or Skinny because they're fat, or they call them, "Hey, your name is Short. Your name is
Here's
Thea."
another YouTuber down here.
You know,
See him?
no.
That European guy there
What down here? I don't.
with the girl in the blue,
Oh, okay. How do you know he's a YouTuber?
because he was talking into the camera while he was using the
Oh, well, maybe
video.
he shoot some video or something.
Hey, let's look at the menu here so you can really get a good idea.
All right. My name sounds similar to a Thai woman's body part. Oh, that's pretty clear, actually. They got beer, they got whiskey, they got cognac, got all kinds of good stuff there.
They have Cristal too.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be getting any of that.
Oh, I'll treat you when you come by. If you've never had it before.
I've had it before, but I'm not
Well,
in a habit of buying it.
it's not cheap.
No.
But here's the other drinks.
Okay, so that's the drink menu.
Oh no, this
Where's
is the
the
whole menu. I'll go through it all.
yeah?
Because
Where's the
they got a
food
lot
menu?
of drinks.
Okay, so
Oh, you
we
want to
know
see
they
the
have.
food?
What's the name of this place?
Playa, which means beach in
Playa.
Spanish,
Yeah,
right?
right. Did they got good Mexican food there?
I don't think there's any Mexican on the menu. Here, you can check it out. That's a tapas. Okay, there is that. The
No,
tapas
tapas.
is actually very good.
That's Spanish from Spain.
Yeah,
Spanish.
it's excellent.
There you go, cats and good coffee.
There you go.
Okay, that
Oh,
looks
what
good.
should I order? What should
I'm
I
hungry
order?
now. Did I eat? Oh, I had a bowl of cereal at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So
Well, I
that's
haven't
why I'm
eaten
hungry.
anything since you rudely woke me up at 8 o'clock.
May have to make myself an omelet.
I don't know what I should eat here,
Expensive? Yeah,
Scott.
it's not cheap, man.
It's cheap. Come on, look at these prices.
Yeah, look at those
$6 for a
prices. eight
giant
dollars for a
Caesar.
salad.
It's a
$10
huge
for a
salad.
salad. Come
It's
on,
really
man.
big.
It doesn't matter. It's still expensive. It doesn't matter what you're getting, or you still have to pay that much. Which, in Thailand terms, that is a relatively expensive meal.
Hey, it's a five-star restaurant with a chef from Belgium. That's why. You
Some
look at this
people care about
pasta.
that, and
Oh
other
my
people don't.
God.
You know,
I came here for the food,
350
not the
baht
women.
burger.
Yeah, it's a great burger. Look at that thing.
I mean, that's kind of the norm for these kind of
Oh,
burgers.
here we go. Here's the good food.
Australian beef, $14.90 for the grass-fed tenderloin. Okay, well, we'll have to remember that place.
Yeah, tomahawk's only $26.90. The tomahawk is this one up here. And we got some great ribs.
I think people were more interested in the waitresses, not the food.
Yeah, we're getting there. I just want to have an excuse.
Yeah.
Like as soon
Just
as I
order a
find
cup
the
of
menu.
coffee, Bob.
Thai food. Okay, we're going to order some food. These are the wonderful waitresses today. We have Nani and Jimmy. Say hello to America. See, they said hello. Aren't they
Well, you're
nice?
saying hello to Thailand, so Bangkok.
And then I don't know where the other ones, Lovely and Kiki. I don't know where they are right now, but
All right.
okay. I'm gonna order some food,
You do that.
and then I'll let you guys see what I ordered. Meanwhile, you can look at the beach here. Because I am starving. What should I get, Scott? Should I get like a burger, or should I get a big meal, or
I think you should get something healthy.
the hell I moved here for then?
Well, Bob,
I mean, if I want to eat something healthy, I mean, I'm not a cow. Well, okay, maybe I am kind of a cow, but
that's not what I mean. It's for your health, your longevity, not
oh,
because,
longevity.
yes.
Yeah. All right.
So
Well,
I would say get some fish, get some chicken, make sure it's not fried.
God, just take all the fun out of life.
You asked, I'm telling you.
All right. They have grilled salmon Florentine.
Yeah, they got any paella? My wife
Paella.
makes a good paella.
No paella that I know of.
Supposedly that guy is back at Chattachak Market now, the Fernando guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
Oh, hey, I
supposedly back,
forgot.
but I think he's got a different location. So
I think
one
I'll
of these
start with
days
the
I'm gonna
good
have
stuff,
to go.
the
Oh, there you
really
go.
healthy stuff.
Why don't you get that chocolate
I am.
mousse?
Oh, look at this Belgian pancake. Ooh, yummy.
All right. Well,
Maybe I'll start with dessert and then work up. There's one of the owners.
go ahead.
Let's say hello.
Hello.
Hey, say hello to America.
Hello, America.
No, I'm in Bangkok, but hello. Hello. What's
Yeah, he's
happening?
one of the owners. Nice guy.
Appreciate that. Us Americans got to stick together, you know?
That's right, we do.
Absolutely.
So I'm just trying to decide what to eat here.
What is it?
Like to do
Playa
a blind
Bistro
test
and
where you close your eyes
Lounge.
and you just point to something on the menu, whatever that is what you try for the day.
That's not a bad idea.
Bob
That's how I came
wants
to
a
find it.
Belgian waffle with
Stumbled
ice
along.
cream.
Okay, you know what? Just for you, Scott, I'm gonna have this right here, this grilled chicken Caesar, and then I'm gonna have a Belgian pancake
What's the point
because,
of having a salad if you're gonna have a Belgian pancake?
well, it's the same point as people who order ice cream and then get a Diet Coke.
Okay, up to
Yeah,
you, Bob.
I was just telling everybody you got the most beautiful waitresses, and you only have two now. Where's Lovely and Kitty and
Well, Kenny's on break for 2 days, but the girls, 2:30, will have a full staff.
2:30
Yeah, 2:30. Got a morning shift, a mid shift, and our evening shift. But yeah.
evening shift
And all, she's coming back tomorrow.
tomorrow? Well, I guess if we want, the full crew of waitresses, we have to wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, Bob needs to eat that salad. Is what he needs to do.
All
That'd
right.
be a
Well, I'm
good
going to
thing.
have the chicken Caesar. I'm going to start with that and a lemon. Uh, wow, they got milkshakes too.
Yeah. Chocolate banana is my favorite.
Chocolate and banana. Oh my god.
I know.
I'm going to have that lemon soda. Yeah, lemon soda, chicken Caesar, and then I'll order dessert. What did you used to do in hang on a second, let me get you on the screen here. What did you used to do in America there?
I used to work with some casinos. I used to do some watches, diamonds, that kind of stuff. But I was in the casino business for a while as like as a host, executive host.
Weren't you in one of the baseball things
I
or
played baseball for Seattle and Atlanta as well,
Seattle and Atlanta?
for minor leagues, and I played 16 games for Atlanta and the pros. Made
All
more
right.
money in those 16 games than I did the whole season playing in AA ball.
16 games pros, you made
Yes,
more money.
yes, than the whole year of AA. I mean, it's insane the amount of money the minimum wage right now for pros is almost 500 grand a year. It's crazy.
Wow. You hear that, Scott?
It's insane.
Wow, crazy.
So for the
I could
viewers
never
out
hit
there
the
who
curveball.
don't know your name,
My name is Kyle Anderson.
Kyle Anderson, Google him
Okay.
and see what games he's played.
Okay,
Probably find
will
some of my
do.
minor league stats. But it's even funny because some of my friends are still catchers. They're just bullpen catchers, and they make that 500 grand a year. They never set foot on the field. They're in the bullpen.
What?
And they make,
Wow.
In the bullpen,
That's crazy.
500 grand?
yeah, it's a minimum wage. It's literally people don't realize that once you make it there, even if you're, you're a bullpen catcher, even a supply manager, even some of the supply managers make a few hundred grand a year just being inside the dugouts and stuff like that. So the money's insane.
So what are you doing here then?
I've been coming back and forth here for about 12 years. Like I told you, I spun the globe with my eyes closed. I picked on Laos, and I went to Laos, and I came even further down, and then I was like, okay, I like it here. But the problem is the first trip I came here was like 8 days, and if you guys have ever been to Thailand, 8 days is like really 4 because it takes you about 3 or 4 days to get, jet lag and everything situated. So I left with just a small taste. Then I came back again for 2 weeks, and then a month, and then 2 months. So it kept going into longer stays. And now basically I'm here, got this place open. We'll be here for 3 more months, and then probably go back. And my kids are in Florida area, so
No, I didn't know you had kids.
I have twin girls. So
Twins,
they're
wow.
in Florida, yeah. So go back and see them probably after New Year's for Thailand in a couple months. So yep.
You know, a lot of the guys on the channel have been talking about how things are so bad in America for men.
And that's just it. Yeah, I mean, we're going to go back to,
Turn on that fan there.
Oh.
Because bugs are getting me over here.
Yeah, I mean, like in Vegas, they took the mandate away, the mask mandate, which was interesting.
Really?
They took it away, yeah.
You hear that, Scott? Vegas is your place now.
Yeah, some of my buddies that play a lot of poker, and I noticed they weren't wearing the masks on the tables anymore. So I asked them, I said, yeah, they took it away. And so that's a good thing, just to have that going. And I mean, depending on where you live in America, having the weather here now, I think it's quite nice. But we didn't have any more of that February rain. It was weird.
This weather is great.
Really weird.
The early morning, it was great today. It was like 26, 27.
Yeah. And in the evenings, you get a nice cool breeze.
Yeah.
Even for me, I was like, wow, it's quite a cool breeze.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. We're lucky.
And I don't know to your viewers, but basically, I feel that Thailand could be the first country to say, hey, this is kind of endemic or whatever, right? And they want to say, just open up and deal with the virus as it is.
Yeah, they'll still make everybody wear a mask, this place.
Yeah, the mask thing will probably be around. We'll be around for a while.
I just wish they would open till like 2 a.m. again,
Even one or two would be great.
Yeah, because I get hungry right around 12.
Yeah, any of those would really be a huge difference in our spot, in Walking Street, in Travelers in general. I mean, you probably can contest that sometimes when we used to go out at 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Not go home at 10 or 11.
Right.
So when you're having to go out and start drinking at 8 or 9, most of us haven't even eaten dinner or
That's right.
It's too much work. So.
All right, let me show you the drink here that I ordered.
Look
at that. Whoop. Whoa. Hey. Wow, must have been a lot of alcohol in that drink. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it's not Manao.
Yeah, something like that.
Not Manao.
Peach
Is it
nice
soda
today.
or water in that?
Soda. I get soda in mine because I like
so
the
not
bubbles.
Manao soda.
Perfect.
Very refreshing.
It's better. And pretty soon we'll have my Caesar out here.
Cool.
Is Ken cooking today or is it day off?
Ken went on a little
Can I have
family
a little
trip
bit of
for
that chicken?
a couple days. So I said it's fine. Moss is here though. But obviously Ken designs and preps everything.
What's that, Scott?
What's that now?
We got,
Sorry.
like, people in Bangkok, people in America, and then
People all over.
you can watch it replay later at An American in Bangkok YouTube channel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, just type that in. You'll see my lovely face.
Do some YouTube stuff. They do video poker, and he does. You know what CB Media is? CB Media, you can look him up. He used to do a lot of stuff in Thailand with the car racing and stuff like that, like car shows and girls and stuff like that. And another buddy of mine. He does. His name's Ryan DePaulo. He does it's a funny. Well, it's all about him playing poker for a living, but he does a lot of degenerate things. Like he'll go win a poker tournament, then he'll go play in the slot tournament and their slots, and they'll go lose it all. So it's full circles for Vegas. But,
Yeah, that was the last place I lived was Vegas. I had got rid of my .com in Silicon Valley.
Yep.
Then I went and I bought small casino, 15 machines, and I bought a 7-Eleven next door to the casino that had 5 machines.
Yeah.
And it's funny how much more money I made from the machines inside the 7-Eleven than I did in the other one.
Yeah, it's crazy because.
So what I did was I just set the machines to drop a lot more in the 7-Eleven, and I still got more people.
Yeah.
They figured they got better odds.
You're so funny to say because the first time I filled up my gas tank in Vegas and I walked in there, I'm like, these are like 8-line machines. I remember old school 8-liners. I'm like, this can't be illegal. It can't be legal. It is 100%. And those, Terribles, all those places. I mean, they kill it. They have machines in all of their spots, and they have a lot of them, not just 4 or 5. They have 20, 30 machines in their gas station. It's like it's crazy. But
Well, the FBI has to check you out. So up until 15 machines, it's only 10 grand for the investigation. But the 16th machine, it's 50 grand for the investigation. And if you have table games, it's 200 grand.
right, I figured that'd be. Once you put table games, I'm sure they go fast.
Yeah, it does.
Well, you enjoy the afternoon. I'll be back in a minute. Go check on the site.
All right, we will look at the
Meet
beach.
you guys.
Take care. Well, that was an added extra there, Scott.
All right.
You can comment that on the stream. Maybe you'll get, I don't know, some other people that like baseball or something.
Do what now?
He played 16 games in the majors, and
Yeah, I heard that.
paid more than all of his games in all of the minors.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Anyway,
interesting somebody like that.
nice view there. Nice view. Might be a place to hit.
Oh, it's really nice. And if you can get here in the evening when it's really cool, this beach is real populated, and it's a lot of fun here.
Yeah. So what'd you get? Just a Caesar salad?
Well, I'm going to start with the Caesar, and then I'll get either the Belgian pancake or I'll get a second meal.
Yeah.
Chicken Caesar, not just regular Caesar.
All right. Well, let's hope that it comes in the next couple of minutes here, because
You're getting ready to go, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, I guess, well, here's some bicyclists on the beach. You're going to see them in a second here coming by.
Some what?
Bicyclists. Oh, there they go.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's a really nice, quiet, not too many people.
Yeah, it looks like a nice day. I don't know what it's
Really
like here. I haven't been out yet. So, I haven't been
I know
out this morning.
the pollution is just a little bit high. It's between 85 and 90 here. Because I checked my
Well, here
machine
it's
at home.
113. It's
That's about
113, and it is the feel like temperature is 92 degrees. However, the humidity is only 39%. Just not bad.
Wow.
It says UV index 11, which is extreme. Use sun protection until 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, I can
It
vouch
says
for that.
that
My
the air-
arm is red.
The air quality in Pattaya is 90. That's what it says.
Yep, right where I'm at the beach, it's about 85. My machine is about 85.
All right, so there you go. You can see the nice view there from the Playa Bistro and lounge. Looks pretty good. I think we're gonna call it, Bob. It's 3.5 hours. If you got 5 minutes. If the salad doesn't come in the next 5 minutes, we're out of here. 6:30 a.m. for me. Time to go to bed. Nice chat today, boss and gentlemen. Have a good one. Okay, you too. He's in Spain. He's out there in Spain. Let's see here if I can do this. Can I do this? Let's see here. Ah, yes, I can. Yeah, now the cat's talking to us. Yeah. So thank you very much for joining me, everybody. Really appreciate it. Some great interaction today. And Bob, thank you for all your efforts. I appreciate it, and hopefully you will enjoy your meal there. Can you hear me? Now Bob is gone. We lost him. I hear no audio from you, Bob. Jesus Christ. Get a new phone, Bob. It's time. It's time. Oh God, his phone is so hit and miss. Yeah, let me see here what this says. Later, Jim. Take her easy. Like I said, appreciate it, everybody. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, click the notification bell. Get yourself a T-shirt. Get yourself one of my books. Hit the join button down below. Hit that, smash that thumbs up button. And until next time, I am Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. I'm glad this stream went off pretty much without a glitch. I feel a little better about this. So tomorrow, I should be streaming tomorrow. It's the last day of the month, which is important. So tomorrow I'll be streaming. I'm not sure where I will be or what I'll be doing or what we'll be talking about, but we'll figure it out. So thank you very much again. And until next time, Choke D, Leo, Jerk, and Mai, which for those of you who don't speak Thai, that's good luck and see you later. And then here comes his salad. So let's see your salad, Bob. Let's see it before we sign off. There it is. That's a salad? I guess. Wow. Different. It's not what I expected. Anyway, guys, it's time to go. So let's see if I can put this outro up. All right, I got an outro. I want to put the outro up and see if I can do this here. So here we go. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Here comes Sid. Bob, take care. All right, see you later. Ciao, and all that good stuff.